field. You know what I say? I say Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming to Monday Night Raw, September 9th, MSG. We're going to do the deal in front of the WWE Universe.
Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The
Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks. This place sucks. CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I want to kill myself!
Yeah, goddamn it, son.
Sucks, I tell you!
Let's get it on, son. Let's get this thing
Joe
on.
Cronin Show.
You motherfuckers. All you motherfuckers in here. Steve Austin style. Steve Austin style. Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I don't give a damn who gets pissed off. Oh, hell yeah! You know, Sasha Banks, the fact of the matter is, Steve Austin, he heard all the rumors. He heard about how you were pissed off about the WWE and what the WWE did. Steve Austin heard about Sasha Banks being angry. What? I said she was mad. What? I said she was disappointed. What? I said she was melancholy. What? I said she was angry. What? I said Sasha Banks took time off. But the fact of the matter is, when you take time off, and then you step in the middle of that ring, and then that's all you got to say, well, that just pisses Steve Austin off. You sit there taking up your precious time on Monday Night Raw. And hell, you ain't said nothing with conviction of a badass like Steve Austin. Hell, Steve Austin is more of a boss than Sasha Banks will ever be. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. You sorry, bitch. Alright, seriously, I'm really pissed off.
No, but that's what you're gonna do. That was Monday. What in the fuck happened tonight? What in the fuck was that? Everybody in the chat, let me know, guys. What did you think about the show tonight in the chat? I want to hear these on a scale of 1 to 10. What would you give tonight's Monday Night Raw? We saw some pretty decent wrestling a little bit in that ring tonight. It was a wrestle-heavy, focused show. Now, I don't know where Jake DeMarco is, actually. I don't think he's called yet, but if Jake's listening, I haven't received a call yet. His Skype might be updating or something. I don't know, but he should be here. He might be, like, pissing his pants or throwing up or shitting in the bathroom. You never know. Oh, boy. All right. Let's see what the chat's saying. Let me see what you got. Let me feel this vibe here. 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 2 out of 10.
Finish it. Finish it.
What did you guys think? I would love to hear what you guys have to say first before I get into this. And there's a lot to, I don't know, there's a lot to say here. Kind of a lot to say. Damn, you guys are mostly burying this show tonight. I think I saw someone say it was the worst show of the year. I thought a few things are pretty good. There was a few things that I thought were good or like that I liked or that I thought worked. But then there's just so much discombobulation at the same time that it's hard to fucking figure everything out here on Monday Night Raw. It's hard to exactly know how I feel. I just think so many things are weird. Interesting that Baron Corbin sat down on the throne already. That would make you think that, you know, Baron Corbin sitting down on the throne probably would mean that, you know, Baron Corbin ain't winning this thing, but you never know. They might troll us, and the guy could end up winning.
Super chat.
You never know.
What? Question mark.
What?
Who is that? Apollo the Leader with the $2 donation, baby. You are the first donation of the stream. Apollo the Leader, thank you. Largest donation of the stream. What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god!
I want you to jam it in. Whoa, it's in your bunghole.
Holy shit, Kenny Omega! Kenny Omega is here! Holy shit!
I want it jammed in my bunghole. Whoa, it's in your bunghole.
Ow! What the fuck is going on?
What's up, Joe? Finally able to donate. Been watching you 5.5 years.
Damn.
Love your content, Joe. Raw was only thing good was Ricochet and Drew. But didn't like Drew losing and Rude Ziegler winning made me mad. For me hated this Raw so badly.
Wow. Holy Christ almighty. Everyday Jam with a $200 donation to start the show. This is already better than Monday Night Raw. This is already better than Monday Night Raw. Everyday Jam with a not so everyday bomb.
Holy shit, my computer unfroze at the right time, I guess.
Holy fuckface, Batman. Let me tell you
Holy
this.
rusted tits, Robin. God damn,
Holy
Everyday Jam.
lust up motherfucker. Let me tell you this, man. I said Everyday Jam, man. Thank you. Holy shit, dude. Thank you for $200. Holy fuck. People are marking out in the chat. Everyday Jam sponsoring the stream already. He's definitely, I think he's going to take home the largest donation of the stream tonight. Let me put you on mute for a second, Jake. I'm going to try to get your sounds to work right. And while I say that, this was insane. Everyday Jam. Thank you, man. I said I thought that the championship should be Ricochet and Drew McIntyre. Because they had that great match a few weeks ago. It was like, dude, they gotta wrestle each other in the main event or the finals or whatever. Somewhere in the final four, they gotta face each other. And they tore it up again tonight. But if Drew McIntyre is not winning this thing, which I can't, I wanted him to win, it's got to be Ricochet. And they've got to be going with the King Ricochet gimmick. That has to be the whole situation here. King Ricochet, no doubt. Let me go ahead and get this guy in here, man. This is crazy. Top donation is coming from Everyday Jam. And Everyday Jam, man, I'm glad you're still here, man. It has been a long time. 5 years. Jesus, bro. 5 years? You're taking home that digital championship tonight, I think. Largest donation. I don't think anyone's going to beat that tonight on the Raw review. But I would say that whenever somebody wins this, you know, I would definitely take a snapshot, a picture of it for yourselves. Keep it saved. You know, maybe I'll put up like a winner thing or something like that. Man, I very much appreciated, bro. Very much appreciated. All my videos don't make any money anymore. We thought they didn't make any more money anymore. Now they make 50 cents. I used to make at least $4 a video. $3 a day, something like that. Now we make 50 cents or some shit. Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. But Everyday Jam, thank you, man, for chiming in. What's up to the chat? How you guys doing? How do you guys feel about Raw? Leave your rating in the chat if you like. 5 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Thank you very much. But yeah, so it's got to be Ricochet now. And now it doesn't mean that, you know, Baron Corbin won't win in a swerve. Like, see, I told you I was going to sit in this throne. Hopefully he's just sort of there at the end, which is what I said originally, that Baron Corbin would be the guy that would be the last guy to be defeated. because that will pop the crowd and get over anybody, because people will be so mad that Baron Corbin made it to the finals that they'll root for anybody anyway. But, it looks like it's going to be Ricochet versus Corbin to become the King of the Ring. That seems like what's going to happen. And Everyday Jam, again, man, I got to thank you more than once because that's just so fucking crazy. A 200 bomb. All right, let me bring in Jake DeMarco, who fought through hell and brimstone to get his computer to work here. What's up, baby?
Yeah, I was hearing the sounds right away, so that's a plus.
Oh, sweet. Until we take a call, and then you're fine.
Until shit goes haywire. Yeah, I started to call you. I apologize, and literally it froze right as I hit dial, so
hey,
gotta love that.
Do?
But, yeah, wow, what a way to start the stream off.
Wow,
God
yeah.
Damn. All my thoughts went out the window right there. That was badass.
Yeah, that's right.
Not a great night. I mean,
They
the
increased
wrestling
tonight.
was really good. And that's the funny part. When you have good wrestling on a wrestling show, that's like, oh, you're complaining because the Patriots didn't win. No, that's not quite it. It's not like, oh, my team didn't win. It's not so much like, oh, Drew McIntyre, my guy, I wanted to win, didn't. It's just odd the way they are booking him and handling him. And
Yeah, I don't think
they
it's
make
like
him
Jake.
seem like he's the prodigal son and the chosen one at times. And then all of a sudden they like just dump him to the wayside and do nothing with him for weeks on end.
Yeah, and I do think that he can kind of get away with it. I will say that. One of the problems is, I think, one of Drew's problems, but also his positives, is that he is kind of able to do that. He's sort of able to lose, but then look strong easily. And
Yeah, he can get squashed to shit and come back from it.
And because of that, unfortunately, that's why I think they're abusing him like this. 'Cause-
Thankfully, he hasn't lost many big to-do matches. It's been stuff like the King of the Ring to me is not the biggest of deals. It is, but it isn't, But I would not want to see him lose, title match after title match like Samoa Joe scenario. Yeah, he's lost title matches, but it doesn't feel like he's been completely washed away yet. But he's getting there. So they really got to be careful. Drew needs some.
I definitely think they
feedback.
value him
He needs
more.
some wins.
They value him more than Samoa Joe, no, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, and just the way the brackets were, I wish they could have saved this match towards the end or later on. Baron Corbin, like you said, it would be ideal for him to be the one that gets beaten. That's instant nuclear level heat, and you look like a hero for vanquishing that demon away. But watch them go with him. Watch them pick Baron Corbin. We heard when they first announced this, oh, it'll be Baron Corbin's, and then we heard, oh, Drew McIntyre. Well, Drew's out, so it would make sense because, like we said, Prince Puma became King Ricochet, and then King Ricochet was just Ricochet, so they mentioned a while ago they wanted to go back with that gimmick, but watch Baron Corbin win. I'm telling you.
I think they're I think they're pouring it on so that you get so upset that when he's in the last match.
You have that build up.
But it is weird that he sat in the chair already, because that right there should tell you he's not winning. But now the swerve could be then he will sit in the chair anyway. That would be so enraging.
Will go ahead and be victorious.
Oh my God, dude, no.
Oh, no one wants to see that happen.
You know what though? I don't care who wins as long as it's done well. Like
that's the thing. Like if we saw, because it wasn't a bad match with him and the Miz. If they continue this in the right way, and then if they used Baron Corbin, they need heels. There's no one to boo at this point. At least he's getting a reaction. I got called, a hater and fake, and all the Sasha stands came out in full force. But I'm sorry, a broken oven generates more heat than what Sasha did on the mic tonight. I'm not against her. I want to see this work. I want to see this succeed. I was, like I said, her initial comeback, I was sour about it. But it was, one of the better things of the night. And I genuinely do want to see the women's division kind of get this shake-up and kind of be revitalized. But what she said tonight, in hindsight, looking back on everything, if you take it as a whole, she admitted to, it almost seemed like a punishment promo in a way. Like she admitted all her shortcomings to having a temper tantrum and conniption fit and her going and not giving a damn about the titles. So if you didn't want the tag titles, then why did you go for them? Why did you go for them in the first place? Why did you celebrate winning them? Why were you so proud to be the first women's tag champ if you didn't give a damn about the match? It just makes her sound petty and jealous, really, than be like intrigued by, oh wow, she wants to be better than Becky. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but she just sounds petty rather than incentivized to win. It's not her saying, I'm a better wrestler than Becky, I should have had that spot. It's, she sounds whiny and childlike. And that's not how they should be. She should be saying, like, that was my spot, kind of like not how Ziggler did it, but she should be showing her accolades and how, she's been screwed time and time again, and this was her chance to shine, and she didn't receive that. But instead, she just sounded childlike. I mean, I don't know. That's really what it comes down to. She just whined the entire time.
Not that I don't really. It's not. I didn't think about that way, but what I did think was, this isn't the best promo. That's kind of what I thought. I thought I thought it was okay how she went there with the stuff. I kind of like that. She brought up the crying stuff. But I would say that, I took time off and now I'm pissed off. And everything everybody said on social media I saw, and I'm calling everybody in the back out and all this stuff, and then went there. But instead, she sort of started okay and then completely fell off. Better than Bayley and better than, some other people would do. But it was just...
I don't even know. It's on the level of Bayley, really, in my eyes.
No.
She's like, everybody wants to know where... She sounded so robotic and just overly scripted. I don't know if they just gave her too much she had to say.
She definitely was scripted like that.
That's the benefit of the doubt there. But I've seen her make promos in NXT where she was so heart-wrenchingly evil that you're like, damn, that's a bad bitch. You don't want to mess with her. Mm-hmm. Tonight, it was like, oh, God, I can't... Your nails on a chalkboard, because it was just so... I mean, she couldn't get the crowd to even boo her.
Right.
They didn't give two shits, and that's not the Sasha Banks we know of. It was just... Oh, where have I been? Well, I did throw a fit, and I was crying on the floor, and I did take my ball and go home. Okay.
It was weird. It was like
not giving
sabotage.
Anybody a reason to boo you there. They're becoming more apathetic. And then she said, well, I didn't give a shit about the title belts. And you still shouldn't, basically, was her point there.
Yeah, I was like, well, there goes the title. I mean, they're already buried. Now she confirms the burial.
Yeah.
It was fucking weird.
She was just, burying the belts even more. So you're hurting the women's division, which you're supposedly trying to be saving backstage-wise, in kayfabe, sense, no. But you're supposed to be rebranding yourself and building the women back up to make you guys...
She should have fucking pointed to herself and said, see this aura? See this aura right here? See this star? You wanted me to team with Bayley again. It's always about Bayley. Team with Bayley. Sasha, could you team with Bayley? We might pay you a little more if you team with Bayley. We'll put you in a good opportunity if you team with Bayley. Well, I'm sick of sharing the spotlight, and I'm sick of puppets back there thinking they know who I have to be associated with to get over or to get an opportunity or to make money. You know what makes money? Me, the boss, makes money when I'm in this ring on my own. Sasha Banks with no belt talking to a street vendor is more entertaining than Bayley, who's your champion right now. But if I'm solo, I can do so much more. I'll become the Raw Women's Champion. I'll become the SmackDown's Women's Champion. And on the way to that, I will break the arms of every bimbo in the back that I have to get there. This is why I'm here. And blah, blah, blah.
And I'll win the tag titles back by myself. I don't need, I'll be, Sasha 4 belts, that kind of thing. But instead,
I don't want to share it. That's what she should have said. I'm not sharing. Sister Sasha ain't sharing no more. Exactly. I ain't sharing. I ain't coattail girl no more. I don't need you. You need me, and I'm done being used. Piss off. That's
instead
what she
said.
said.
I didn't get paid as much. Only because Becky was in the main event. Well, no shit. She was in the main event. Of course she's going to get paid more. You're not saying I was the better talent, so I should have been in the main event. You're saying, well, she got paid more. Well, no shit, because she main evented Mania. Yeah. It was just, where's the common sense? It was just, it was infuriating to me.
So here's why. I think, number one, they're fucking with her, or number two, they wanted her to come off that whiny way, because that's what got her heat all over social media, was this, I'm stomping my feet whiny thing. So they figured, do that. Explain all that.
I mean, because we've heard the rumors for so long. Did she have a conniption fit? Did she throw her bitch fit backstage? Were they having temper tantrums? We've wondered all this and the validity of it. So they tried to do that head on. but in a way it feels like a punishment. And even Matt the Misfit was messaging me before saying like, oh, that line about the tag titles feels like a Vince thing because he's hated the women tag titles. He didn't want them.
Yep.
So
yeah, he probably. I mean, he buries them, so now he verbally buries them. It's fucking perfect.
Yeah, it is just confusing. But
and here's the thing: we always get this. They're already lost. Remember, they thought they were doing the right thing. They think they're doing the right thing because the people wanted this. The people were calling her spoiled. The people were calling her a brat. So they think this is what is going to work. So like this is all you're going to get now. This is what you're in for because they've already decided how this is going to go. So, and it could end up working, I guess, but no, I don't think it's going to because she needs to be what I said, which was I'm not sharing the spotlight anymore. No more of this Bailey and coattails and forgiving. I don't have nothing to do with anybody but me. Unless and she could have gone with that. Instead, it was I am a crybaby, and I get it, but and that's what they're going with.
Natalia's not one to gain sympathy from either.
Yeah, and that doesn't work. What? Will Tactics, thank you very much for the $1.99. What? I'm gonna let the donations continue to play because I see a lot of them popping, and you guys are really want to say some stuff tonight, and we will take phone calls in a few minutes. And if you're new to the channel. Every day we're live after WWE every single time here on the Joe Cronin Show. Been doing this since forever. 2012 on this channel. I even uploaded a video earlier today from 2010 or 9 where I was bitching about WWE versus TNA. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was from when I was in an apartment and my firstborn son was in the other room and we're in a little apartment. It was crazy. But yeah, so subscribe down below. We're live after Raw, SmackDown, and we're going to be live after AEW, live after WWE, everything. Pay-per-views, we're always live. Podcasts all the time.
Shut up and bend over.
All that stuff.
Oh,
shit.
no.
Finish it.
Oh, no.
Cease and desist.
Don't finish it. Please don't finish it.
I'm going to finish it. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Right, Belch.
WWE are the greatest example of no matter how much you polish a turd, it's still a fucking turd. It's stupid how they are having Ziggler and RAW go over heavy machinery that was fucking bullshit. This wasn't honestly a 2/10 for me.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird decisions tonight, the Soundwave and Soundwave 92, man. Thank you very much for that donation.
No one likes it when you have a makeshift tag team thrown together and they conquer, running tag teams.
Right.
What a worthless piece of shit of show. Didn't build towards a damn thing. But thankfully Joe and Jake are here to save us. 1/10.
I'm going to try to save it. Triple Gaming, thanks for becoming a $5 shit bum. If you guys want to donate, the link is in the description box below for Streamlabs Twitch alerts in the description. And if you scroll all the way down, all the donation amounts are listed. We have so many different weird ones. I got to fix some of them. Or you can use Super Chat in the chat on your device if you'd like to do Super Chat. Difference is 30% goes to YouTube if you do that. But either way, whatever you want. It all helps the show.
Shit bomb.
Triple Gaming, thanks, man.
Joe Cronin gives great head. It was worth the herpes.
I've heard that.
If you watch Raw backstage segments it comes across as a prison rape movie but somehow gayer. 9/10 shout out to the Aryan Brotherhood. Praise be to Allah. Fuck the chat.
Green rises to the top.
I'm going to have to dub you with a new name, Old Man Davey. You've been watching 6 years. You're going to have to become Evil Old Man Davey. Can you add that to your name? Evil Old Man Davey. Trust me, that's a great name.
No, it's him.
I think he's got to go with it. I think you got to go with Evil Old Man Davey. I think that's a cool name. Evil Old.
Here we go. About to get it, man.
Soon enough, it'll be even older Old Man Davey.
Here's another one from E-Murda. E-Murder99, thank you for dropping a super chat, man. He didn't say anything. He's just supporting the stream.
He just wants to help out. I mean, Vintage Dream said it great before. She said, any idea why, talking about Rude and Ziggler, she's like, they're both so cocky, but did they just run into each other at catering? Did they share an Uber? I don't get why they're together. Like, what happened? How did this come to be? It's confusing. That's for sure. She's one of many that said it. Why are they a team together? Even Trailbound said, a little bit of story. They're backstage. Robert Roode's looking for a partner. Ziggler's there mouthing off, and he's like, something. But to have them, be the one. I wish they've had a few tag matches together the past few weeks. At least be a little bit more established. Things like it's because we want so badly to have a decent, thriving tag division, and we have teams, we have solid, guys that are there ready to compete that we don't see for weeks on end, and when we do, they're getting destroyed, they're getting buried, decimated. We haven't seen the Viking Warriors compete against anybody except for jobbers, if I stand corrected, at least since what?
Yeah.
How long now?
And now they compete and they don't win.
Yeah, and same things with Heavy Machinery. We barely get to see them at all. They're so impressive. I mean, the stuff that Otis and Tucker do in the ring is ungodly for their sizes. They are massive boys. They are huge men. They should not be able to be so agile and do those certain things. And especially Tucker. I mean, he is just really impressive. And then same things even with the club. They got the OC. You've got these guys on an upswing with AJ Styles, and if it wasn't for AJ, they're bumbling morons.
Right.
The Revival's destroyed. I mean, they're really buried now. They're useless. And for it all to come down with Ziggler and Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, I'll never stop calling him Bobby. It just feels
they called him Bobby
cheap.
tonight, so that works out.
Yeah, I know. It just feels cheap. It just feels. I heard it was a mess backstage, that they had, script revisions like always, but to the point where people are beyond frustrated.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, always grain of salt type moment, but it seems like there was more agitation tonight than usual too. So,
well, who's saying that?
It was posted on Twitter. I'll find out all of it. I skimmed through everything, so
that's ridiculous.
I'll pull it back up in a minute for you. But I just genuinely don't understand why they make these types of booking decisions. And the thing is, too, like, the wrestling was good. The gauntlet match, in all essentiality, for the most part, was enjoyable. Wasn't amazing, but it had moments that was fun to watch, especially the Heavy Machinery portion. I know that they could have really, put on an excellent match when it came to, no matter who they face usually, but I really like them, against Ziggler and Roode. It was entertaining.
Have you had your hat on 3 different ways in the last 30 seconds?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Couldn't find my hat, so I took it off before, and the chat says, "Where's your hat?" So every time you switch the camera, I've just been switching.
I've noticed. I finally noticed. I was like, what
just
the fucking
with the chat.
Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have called it out then. I would have just let it go on all night and said nothing about it.
I'd take it off. I'd put it back on. I noticed a few people being like, "Where's the hat?" So
now it's in his ass.
Yeah, well, that was next.
Thanks to Mr. Z for becoming a $5 patron on Patreon. What's up, Mr. Z? And you'll be able to hear Morning Madness, which will be up later. So check that out. And I did just update the producer thing, so if you refresh your stream, in the description box, if you're a $25 or above producer on Patreon, make sure your name's in there. And if it's not, please email me or message me so I can look at your thing and figure out why it's not there. Should be. As long as you paid this month the $25, it should be there. And we're gonna have a big party on Patreon on the 1st, or 2nd, September 2nd, I believe. That's a Monday. Yeah, so September 2nd will be the party, or maybe we'll make it the 3rd because that'll be Tuesday. September 3rd, I think.
Gonna be fun. Yeah, the first place I saw it was on Twitter. Now when I search for it, I see it on Ringside News. And, they said, source WWE said the entire night is already a disaster, a lot of last-minute things going on. The part that I read on Twitter was that there was multiple rewrites for the script after the show had already started. I mean, we hear these things week in and week out, but it sounded like it was really just aggravating people to no end. I guarantee we'll get more about it tomorrow.
In the end, the result is garbage, like, pretty much. I mean,
well, especially when they have, a set thing in mind, and then all of a sudden that gets scrapped 4 times. You hear and that's the problem. Like, people say, "Oh, well, I thought you said such and such." Well, we did say McIntyre was the leading favorite, but Vince all of a sudden could have seen McIntyre sneeze, and that's it. He changes his mind. And
I wanted him to win, but I was always between him and Ricochet, and then we had Corbin. We always thought it was Corbin, Ricochet, Drew. Like, and then I had the top 5. Cedric's in there too, and there was somebody else who's in there too. It was Cedric, Corbin, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, and maybe Owens. I think those were the 5 that we thought maybe, but we thought Owens would get screwed, and I really thought it was going to come down to Drew McIntyre and Ricochet, but
I had hoped. Maybe
it'll just be none of that, and it will be Cedric. You never know, because what was the point in having fucking Cedric wrestle somebody tonight when he's got an actual King of the Ring match next week? What the fuck? And it was all for the story. So that's weird, too. They did all of this to tell a story with Cedric. Why? At least they did mention that. They said, he should have tapped out to save his body for next week. Yeah. So I give them credit for at least acknowledging that, but then why have the match at all? Why is he in an exhibition match in between a tournament? Yeah. That was dumb. They don't know what they're doing at this point, and they need to fill time. Well, the thing is, they do. There's a reason why they did it, but the problem is it's stupid. It is stupid. I'll give you that much. But it feels like they have an end goal in sight, but to get there, they're not sure how to get there, so they just keep throwing things out in between. Again, like we said before, you're giving them more credit. I think they got the whole thing planned out, and they're doing everything for a reason, but it's stupid. Yeah. Well, you might be right. I'm not sure, but to me, it just feels like there's a reason why Cedric was hurt or acting hurt and had to fight through that. There's a reason why Ricochet and Drew McIntyre were hooking up a bunch. There's a reason why Baron Corbin sat in the chair. I believe that 100%. I believe. But as far as the Cedric match tonight, it seems like that was a thrown together last minute ordeal. Being the third hour, the way it was placed, I don't think that was supposed to happen. For some reason, I feel like this is just a guess, honestly. But consider it intuition. Listen, why not have Cedric sit at the announce table for a guest spot so they could talk to him about his match next week? Have another match go on that doesn't matter worth a shit. And if you want Cedric to be hurt for some reason, have his opponent attack him. Yeah. Why the fuck not do that? Have his opponent next week attack him tonight as he's on commentary. Now he's injured. Same type of thing like, is his leg okay? Same result, but he didn't have to compete in a fucking exhibition match for no reason. That gets heat on his opponent on top of that. Whoever his opponent is. Who is that? Is it Baron Corbin? I don't even know. But, and then also you get a chance to show him some personality on the air. That just makes sense to me. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. WWE, you fucking nitwits over there in WWE. Make you feel crazy, that's for sure. What the fuck are they doing? Super chat. Spaz Phoenix, what up, bro?
Sasha's so shit. I'd rather watch Naomi. That's bad.
I love Sasha. I love Sasha. Like, I really love her. But like, and I think she's still entertained me. One of the most entertaining things of the night. It just went south. It was like, I can't wait for Sasha. I can't wait. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Then she came out, and I was like, fuck yeah. Then she was like, yeah, I cried. Holy shit, she's saying all this shit was real. And then all of a sudden, and then it just kind of went, boom, 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 boom. And I went, oh, that's it? Okay. I almost wish, I was like, was she going to come back out again later or do something else? And I liked when she, went after Natty. I was like, cool, I hope she kills Natty. So that was fine. But it went from, like, excitement 9 out of 10 to, okay, we're getting a 7 out of 10 to, down to I don't give a shit. Yeah, and that's a problem because she just returned. She should be, top of the game here. Yeah, she should have lit the world on fire tonight. The good old Jake Bars.
Hey Gallows, bend over and let me hit you with a chair in the back. Baron Corbin equals Tyson Tomko with slightly better work rate and good looking punches.
Oh my
Hashtag
God.
help me squat.
Oh, Jake Bars, what up, Jake Bars? Can I tell you something? I'm sorry to all you marks out there who just love the OC and love the club and loved AJ Styles and couldn't wait when these guys got back together. They're going to do it right this time. Oh, they're going to do it right this time.
Even I fell for it.
I was cynical right from the beginning, and quite frankly,
I wasn't. I was admittedly a fool. I was just so hopeful because AJ made such a stink to keep them around. You know, he wouldn't agree to renew his contract unless they were included as well, given pay raises, and promised to be utilized.
Do you know what this is? This is clearly they were repackaged. They were like, let's relaunch. We're going to relaunch. It's going to be me, Gallows. We're going to do this, and everybody was on board. And then Vince changed his mind, or Vince had an idea. That's what happened. Vinnie Mac had an idea, or Vince changed his mind, because this is how Vince sees that group. A mid-card, like, menacing but can't get the job done group. Again, just like Samoa Joe loses every time, that's how he sees these fucking people. It's almost unbelievable. This is totally Vince, because they clearly had an idea, and it started to happen, and then that's how he sees these fucking people. And of course, you know, AJ is going to be... Dude, who cared about... Did anybody care about the main event tonight? I was like, who gives a fuck?
No,
I hate these people.
And I guarantee we're going to see such a huge drop-off in the ratings.
Oh, this is going to be...
tomorrow when we get the report.
This is going to be horrendous tonight. Wait till next week.
I was suffering trying to pay attention to the ending there. I was like, oh, you know he's not going to win the title. And... I'm genuinely pissed. I'm fully frustrated with the fact that we have to see them compete multiple times in the same night. I don't like it when they do that, even on a semi-regular basis when it does happen for people that aren't champions. But when you're wasting spots or people, you know, only when it used to be, like I said, tournament style, or if it served a severe, true story purpose. And even then, they had to be careful with it. You don't want to see the same people come out multiple times in a night. Right. The crowd is less excited by it, so you get a shittier reaction. So then the people at home don't care as much.
Unless there's
a
story,
it's even more difficult to stay interested.
Unless there's like a story going on that's like, you know, wow, like back when Stone Cold would do things, or back when Shawn Michaels or somebody would do something. So when they come back out, there's a reason. This doesn't feel like that. It just feels like
no.
Again.
And especially when, you know, you could have had other people with the Raw tag team titles here. And then Braun and Seth could be facing each other, and you know that alone would have made a difference. Plus, tonight actually suffered from both Seth and Becky not being there. I mean, you noticed the lack of star power. Whether you want to see him or not, it certainly showed. It felt slightly less important than usual. I don't know if it was the way they handled things, but with Becky not being around, the crowd seemed, you know, disappointed that she wouldn't be there, and it's you know, they continue to put all their eggs in one basket. That's a dangerous thing. Like I said, anybody gets injured, that's a problem. But to have them wrestle multiple times, like I said, you're taking away talent from, you know, positions from other talent, and you're hurting the crowd. The crowd doesn't want to see the same people repeatedly. And I don't think anybody's that interested in having Braun face Seth Rollins.
No, I'm tired of Braun and the Shield, and Brock and the Shield, and just... Stop
and the same old story of Braun. Can he work with his partner? And is he going to betray Seth Rollins?
And by the way, Braun's an idiot retard. So, I don't care anyway.
You know he's not going to win the title, so...
Even if he did, I would be like, wow, it just devalues the belt more because this moron has it. Because Braun Strowman is a moron. Go on Instagram, Braun, and go and take some fucking photos with a swimsuit and a girl and near some, like, a waterfall, and then sign some kid's fucking, like, oxygen tank or something. I mean, you really suck. I mean, you're a moron. Not the real man. The real man's probably a great guy. I'm just saying the character Braun Strowman is legit a dumb moron who gave up his money in the bank after getting it because he's a big, stupid idiot.
Roman Reigns, you're my man. I wanna see you naked. You gotta give me that Superman punch in my rectum. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. I don't care if your fist goes up my asshole. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Jesus Christ, I thought I was watching Monetize This from that $200 donation. I was waiting to hear negative points to Tommy. Anyway, Raw sucked like always. My penis was limp all night long. Fuck this show, fuck WWE, and fuck Coop the comedian that fucking cuck.
Oh, God. Malibu Al, thank you for the $14, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know what? We've almost gotten more tonight than monetized this. The wrestling shows have been better. I'm thinking about making Friday night a wrestling show.
What the fuck the point is, Vince? What the fuck the point is, Vince? What the fuck the point is, Vince?
Does WWE ever let actual tag teams win tournaments?
Yeah, right.
Raw was a 5/10. Thank you Everyday Jam for making my night.
Muhammad Abdel, thank you for the $9.99. And yes, Everyday Jam for the $200 bomb earlier. He is probably going to, I shouldn't say bomb with, well, Everyday Jam, really, seriously. Yeah, but no, it's like the Viking Raiders, man. Why did they squash all these people and then they lose here? It is just...
It's very frustrating.
What?
And mind-boggling. If 985 calls again, Joe, that's Monkey Bro. He was there tonight.
Ooh.
And he had a few observations he wanted to share.
I'm like, oh my God, dude, I'm so sick of this. I saw Ryback's Popeyes thing. I saw it.
I've been shared that so many times. I can't imagine.
I hate Ryback.
How many times it's been sent to you.
I hate this guy. He's a scumbag asshole. So I hate that he's getting attention. His channel was dead a couple months ago, and now it's like he's killing it because he had someone change his thumbnails, and now he's eating food, and he's a scumbag asshole. I want people to never forget what a scumbag he is. But it is what it is. So, yes, I've seen it about 1,000,000 times. And then Tommy just sends it to me now, like, did you see this? Like, okay, Tommy, shut up. 985, what's up?
What's up, Joe? I was there live, man. That fucking Cesaro-Cedric match, dude, it was all called in the ring, and they were calling the spot so loud because the crowd was hot. You could just hear every spot. That's why it was so spotty. It's like they were trying to wake up the crowd for a fucking gore fest in the end. It was terrible, man.
Really?
So it was on the fly. See, it did. Like I said, I had a feeling before that it really was just something they threw in tonight. So if it was all called like that, I bet you that was the case.
Yeah, like I mean, it just felt like a spotty fucking indie match. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but at the end of the day, it did nothing for the story. It progressed nothing. It made fucking Cesaro like a fucking goon instead of a fucking powerhouse. And like, you could have just had Joe come out there and fucking just destroy Cedric during the match. Like,
well, wait a minute,
started out, had some flippy shit, and then Joe ruined him, and then set to their match for next week, and they didn't fucking do that.
I disagree about the story. What do you mean about the story? Because first of all, I hated it. The guy shouldn't be wrestling when he has a match next week. But they clearly put it in there as because of the story. Because now the story is the guy's like injured kind of next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying is like he's going against Joe next week. Why don't you have Joe come out, like the match starts, a couple flippy bullshit, and then Joe comes out and just ruins them, and then sets up the fucking angle. Like, why don't you do that?
I said put him on commentary and have him be commentating another match, and then Joe attacks him at the commentary table. That's exactly what I said. You're right. Yeah, no, either way, though, you're right. But the reason why I don't have the match at all is because that's just dumb. Having the guy compete in an exhibition match before his match next week, that's just dumb. That shouldn't even happen. This guy should not be, like, that's just stupid. Like, just based on, that'd be
why
like.
would you agree to a match?
That'd be like,
not just that, dude.
The Boston Red Sox are in the MLB playoffs, which they won't be this year, but they're in the playoffs. Tomorrow though, they're gonna play an exhibition game against the Twins for no reason. It's fucking stupid.
Right. It's just like the wild card rule. It's like, oh, Tom Brady's gonna play for the Patriots this week, and next week he's gonna play for the Browns, but it's okay because it's the wild card. Like, fuck that shit, dude.
Well, the Browns would love that probably.
Yeah, probably, right? Fucking actually give them something to fucking complain about. Or something else, rather.
Yeah.
But no, dude, it just sucks because we got, like, no Becky, no fucking Seth. Like, you know, you go to a crowd, I'm sitting on the floor, and granted, I got lucky and won tickets on the radio, but, like, fucking, like, if I would have paid $200 for these seats, like, fucking to get none of the main eventers, like, it was just all, like, I mean, there was Braun and stuff, but it was like a B-plus, like, player show, which the Ricochet match was phenomenal. Like, that was, like, the match of the night. It was great. It was fucking amazing. I don't know how it came across on the TV, but it just looked fucking good. That 450, I don't know if you saw the angle, but he had to fucking move like midair to hit fucking McIntyre. And it was fucking actually insane live, and I was sitting right behind it. I can send you a video of it, Joe. I took one.
Wow.
But I don't know, man. It was just for me, dude. It was like being there live. I'd say like a 6 out of 10. The crowd was hot at times, but like towards the end of the night when we got no Steph, no Becky, like no real what we needed, you know, out of everything, it just felt flat. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I get you.
And it's the other way around.
It's like-
Why hate? Let us know. It's Cedric versus Baron Corbin. So Baron should.
It is Baron Corbin.
It is Cedric Corbin. So yeah, Corbin really should have attacked him.
Yeah, exactly. He
And
cut
that
that
fits
promo
with
and it doesn't attack him. You know, like what the fuck? I thought it was Joe. My bad. But
No,
either
no, I
way,
did too.
you know,
Same
fuck
thing.
them.
Same thing. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah. Either or, they miss on opportunities like they do every fucking week, and it's fine. They think NXT's gonna fucking save their shit, but I'm sorry, dude. Loose lips think shit, and it's gonna fucking make them float. So fuck 'em.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I'm hesitant to see how
I mean,
the transition to USA is with NXT.
I'm excited. We might, because we could, NXT could we could be reviewing Raw and SmackDown, and then NXT. NXT could be the great show, and we could be saying, well, NXT killed Raw and SmackDown again.
I'm hoping.
Well, what I'm
that's the
worried
case.
about is they keep this wild card shit up, and they use NXT as a platform to fucking promote SmackDown. And you're gonna see Roman and all these guys like up there trying to bump up the fucking young guys, and then it's gonna turn into a third brand. It's gonna be ECW 2.0. You know what I mean? That's what scares me.
I'd be worried. I'd be more worried that they'll put the main guys on NXT because they want to pump up NXT to show how they can crush AEW. So that would be the concern.
I guess so.
And
I
also,
think they might
Fucking
save that for when AEW premieres, though. And luckily, we have a few weeks for NXT to get its stride about itself. They can work out the kinks before AEW does premiere. Thankfully, they have that few week span.
Oh, you'll see, like Seth Rollins comes to NXT next week. They'll promote that for weeks or something like that.
Because all these top guys
too,
have a tie to NXT. Yeah.
Tonight you had no Roman, you had no Daniel Bryan, no Kofi Kingston, so really no Seth, no Becky. So the highlight really was AJ and Braun, and that's
not just that, but how fucking stupid is it that you have the SmackDown Women's title and the fucking champion on Raw, but no Raw Women's champion? Like, who the fuck are you? Why did they come out and fucking help fucking Natty? Like, why is there SmackDown Women's champion on there and no Raw?
Why are there tag belts for the women when they don't even care about the tag belts for the men? Why are there two men's tag belts? This company is out of control with stupidity right now. Out of control with stupidity.
The best line of the night was Sasha just fucking trashing that tag belt. Fucking a tag champion I never won. I'm all like, damn, fucking degrade it more, bro.
Yeah,
wow.
well, that's
like that got heat. They got heat, like real heat in the arena. Like that was probably the biggest heel pop,
Well, yeah,
but
because
I'm gonna
they
let you guys go get back to y'all shit, man, and I'm gonna listen to y'all show on the fucking road, man. But y'all keep it up. Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks, man. Good to hear from you.
All
I'm
right,
sorry you went. Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't good. It's like that just tells you right there. Those things are meaningless. Everybody knows now. They're done. Those things are done. You can't treat them like they treated them and then have someone bury them like that. They're fucking. Those tag team belts are trash. They are trash. And she buried him. Also, think about Alexa's the champion. So there's more fucking sauce on Alexa's fucking ass or duck, whatever you want to say. I don't fucking know. Super chat.
Ziggler and Rude Fox Sake kill me now.
Andrew Perry, what's up? He's back again. Andrew Perry at the super chat. Thanks, man. I'm gonna play some more of these. We got a lot of these, man. You guys are really fucking chiming in here.
Super chat. Ricochet and Corbin can't meet in finals. Same bruh.
Ricochet and Corbin can't meet in finals. Wow. They can't really. Okay, well then. Shit, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Super chat. WWE will blame the MTV award show for low ratings.
Was that tonight? Nobody knows that. Nobody watches that. Come on. That's going to do like a 700,000 view. Nobody watches MTV.
Bomb.
That's garbage.
Heavy Machinery is on SmackDown. That's why they can't win that match tonight. They were a wild card rule tonight.
Neon Wicked, thanks for the $5, becoming a $5 ship bump. Then they shouldn't
I don't
have
know. A lot of people do tune in for the VMAs. Surprisingly, it was on 5 channels.
It was garbage last year. Remember?
It always sucks. But people.
No, but I
tune in
mean,
for
it got ratings garbage last year.
Last year that was a surprising.
It's
like,
not.
turn
They've
of
gone
events.
full SJW psychos. Nobody's watching it, but they're like psychos. Like nobody's watching MTV garbage. There's no music on MTV. The awards are meaningless garbage. It gets worse every year. The rating will be piss. Like I'm telling you, like this is nothing. They're every year the MTV Video Music Awards happens. Every fucking year it happens.
Yeah, cumulative viewers last year was 4.87. So
it's not.
It was down from a
nothing.
5.36.
It'll be down this year too. Watch this.
Oh, it's still doubled what Raw did, I bet.
Yeah, no, that's true, but it'll be done this year. Percent drop from 3 million who watched on those channels a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is last year, too. So your MTV's fucked this year. It's going down another 500,000 this year.
It's just funny how, they'll find a way to be like, oh, well, with the MTV VMAs, we were expecting a little bit lower, viewership tonight on Raw.
Get out of here. Who
they
the
have
fuck?
every time there's anything going on.
Those people aren't
they
watching
find an
this.
Excuse.
Those MTV people are not watching
Oh,
this
no,
show.
we know that logically, but WWE finds a way to, tell their shareholders, oh, well, there was something else on TV, so that was the issue. Sorry.
Yeah.
that's their, their usual out. They find a reason, way, or excuse. It's funny to think that back in like the late 90s and 99, they were having 11.94 nights for VMAs.
Yeah, the VMAs back when, again, they were beating Raw then, but with like a fucking 12.
Yeah.
12 million people probably watched the VMAs in 98. And even then MTV was going to shit. But like MTV was like confirmed dead around 2004. If it wasn't
what year was it that Manson ended the show? Was that 97?
96 or 7.
Yeah, when he did the Beautiful People.
Antichrist Superstar was 96. So you're thinking of Beautiful People, then that was in 98 or 99 because Mechanical Animals came out in 98 or 99. I don't remember. But yeah, it was doing millions back then. Millions.
Yeah, they were doing 9 to 12 million, depending on the year.
Yeah, it's gone to shit. Like, it's not that big a deal. It's not even like, what's fucking football? Like, football's probably murdering any of that.
Party.
Spaz.
I've heard they want a Team Kanellis and Maverick to start a feud with Renee Michelle for Maria when she comes back, and now we got glorious zigzag pile of poo.
Just garbage. Just garbage, Spaz Phoenix. And can somebody please put some duct tape on Renee Young's lips? My God, she sucks. I'm tired
with her
now.
Freaking out, like Brian said in the chat before, for the caterpillar. That was so cringy, I couldn't help but laugh.
Oh
I wasn't
my God,
laughing with her. I was laughing at her. She was so excited. Give it to Mama. Give it what Mama wants. It's like,
Dude,
oh my God.
Get this fucking show off the air. Like, get Monday Night Raw off the air. Get Renee Young off the air. Get everyone off the air. What the fuck are you doing? I have no idea how this company has hired these people.
Suck the cock. I'm allowed to talk forever. I got a fucking dick. I'm not allowed to talk as long as everybody else. Fuck you, fucking cocksucker. Suck your own dick tonight. Dick.
Jesus. Rude probably close to getting a new contract and Ziggler needs a reason to stick around. Oh, let's make them a tag team.
Yeah. Oh, throw them in a tag team together, I guess. Ha ha ha. We put all this time. Scavenger, thank you for the donation, man. Nothing like hearing my wife talk about cock. Thanks, Scavenger. Yeah, we put all this time into the Viking Raiders and all these other people, but you know what? Let's just throw these guys together because, like, I'm Vince McMahon. I'm going to start the XFL. You fucking idiot. Somebody please clip that and put that on Twitter and send it to everybody in WWE.
Super chat.
Thank you.
Super chat.
Time for WWE to have a hard reset.
No.
Draft.
No. Fuck the draft. Fuck you, Firebird. Shut the fuck up, Firebird. No. Fuck the draft. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. 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 It doesn't matter.
Cedric to beat Corbin, but Drew attacks him and replaces him to beat Ricochet in advance. To the final, maybe? That should have been the final match.
Well, why hate? I mean, what the fuck? We said this. I said this. I was like, dude, I want Ricochet and McIntyre in the last match. That would be awesome. And instead they wrestle an exhibition match, which is sick. And then it was like, well, they have to meet in the King of the Ring. Well, actually, that's what made me say that. And then they have the match, and now that's over. And I don't want him to be able to come back in again. He lost. That's it. You're out. You lost. Give somebody else a chance, sure. But he lost, so that's it. I hate when you got another chance. You lost. No, you don't get another chance. You lost. Give somebody else another chance. They didn't lose. They didn't get a chance, but they didn't lose. Ridiculous. This company's out of their goddamn mind right now. They don't know what the fuck is happening. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go.
Squirrels are in the background, running around with their nuts in their face.
Johnny, Taya to AEW. Maybe. Raw 9/10. Saw only 4 minutes. It was so quick.
Wow.
I just hit the gym tonight.
The Goon, baby! Goon, I'm glad you're hitting the gym. It's better than this shit. Yeah, I hope Johnny and Taya Valkyrie, it looks like they're going to be in AEW. They're a good fit. They have nothing else to do. Luch is dead. Hopefully they can get our buddy Famous B a job over there. And then Famous B can get me a job. But no, I'm just kidding. But shout out to Famous B. It's been a little while. I talked to him a little while back. He's still watching.
He knows what's good for him.
Yeah, you better, Famous B. Famous B, you better put the word in. All right, Famous B, or you're going to be fucked B. All right? Fucked B. All right? You got that? Famous B. You got that, Brian? You got that, Brian? Brian Fame. On my Facebook page. I know where you live. Woo! I'm just kidding. What up, Famous B, if you're listening? He's probably fucking rolling if he's listening.
He's like, oh, shit. Becky Lynch got, Sasha good on Twitter. She said, pity you can't promo in emo memes and song lyrics, too.
Oh, my God.
So damn true. Tonight was just not a good outing for her. And I wish it turned out better, but it feels like this is all just falling flat. Maybe they can save it next week. I mean, there's still time before Clash of Champions for them to make this angle a bit spicier. But right now, I have no interest in seeing them fight for the title. Last week, Natalya needs surgery on her arm. But this week, she's ready to go. Come out swinging, punching for the fences, swinging for the fences. It's just... And those punches were... it looked like she was moshing at one point, just completely facing away from Sasha. So that was a disaster, but...
Here is...
And I know they eventually brought up the injury thing too, but it was after the fact, and they still have, them competing, and it's just, like I said, overly lackluster and baffling, so...
Well, Mr. Luke Rojas is on the phone.
What's up? Raw was pretty trash tonight, because isn't it always?
Yeah, it basically was.
They had a few week span where I was really enjoying some of the changes they were making, and they were having better shows, not great shows, but better. But I'll tell you what, you on commentary tonight had me laughing my ass off. So
yeah,
your Renee impression caught me out of nowhere.
Oh, well, no, there was a spot. I was doing the commentary over the Ricochet and Drew McIntyre match, and then I did another video of it, and it's like after they came back from commercial break. And there's a spot where Ricochet does this cool thing off the steps, but you couldn't see what he did because they cut the camera angle right before he hits McIntyre, and it cuts to like this retarded angle where you can't see what happened.
He jumped off the barricade, off the steps, and then was attacking Drew, like you said. But they cut twice in the same portion of it, so it was just you miss it. And
because Ricochet moves so fast that he still needs to work on. It's not really his fault, but he actually needs to work on slowing down some of his offense, because now WWE with their retarded camera shots, you're not going to be able to see any of his offense. And then there's another spot when they were on the outside where he's running after Drew, and it looks like he's about to hit some move. But Drew hits an uppercut. I don't know what happened, but they both fell down. And I was like, did they both get hit? Either way, it looked like shit, but I don't know. It didn't make any sense.
It was
who
got a headbutt.
Hit? Oh, that's what happened? I couldn't see.
I believe that was the headbutt then, because Ricochet's, gets him out to the floor, and then he does that leaping kick he goes off the barricade, off the apron, and then gets hit by a headbutt from McIntyre. So,
if the camera wasn't 45,000 meters away from the two wrestlers and behind Drew, I actually probably would have seen it.
I did rewind to catch a bit unintentionally, but I was switching from the TV to the computer for the stream, so it goes back 30 seconds, and I caught that portion again. And and Ricochet, that's when he gets him back in the ring for the super kick. And it's they had a really cool sequence. You get the sit-out power bomb, that gets the near fall, and then you get everything that happens in the corner that leads to I forget what I wrote it before too, what they changed the code breaker to. And
isn't it called
the
recoil? It's not called the double. Oh, the
no, the recoil. It's like the
cool
it's called like the recoil or something like that.
Yeah, I said it before too on Twitter. I forget now, but
I like the recoil. That probably wasn't made up by anybody in creative. It was probably made up by Ricochet himself, because no way did somebody come up with something that smart. They're still calling Bray Wyatt's move the mandible claw.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't change that. I mean, stunner, mandible claw, at least recoil is different. They should call the mandible claw like the fucking whatever, the fucking dementia. Dementia.
Somebody had a great idea.
Something.
I forget who it was though. They said the abyss and.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it was like the abyss or the other side or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who had that great idea on that donation? It was called the Rift.
Yeah, the Rift.
Oh,
yeah, that's what it was. Yep. Something, whatever.
WWE kind of reminds me of Star Wars.
Yeah. A lot of things.
I mean, like, it's like the new trilogy. Now you have all these new guys, and you kind of like the new guys at first on The Force Awakens. They weren't the most interesting characters, but they certainly were a big improvement from the prequels where there was no interesting characters.
Right.
But then, as the next movie came on, you realize, oh, these characters are boring because the writers don't know what they're doing with them. And you have some fucking mongoloid midget man who thinks, oh, I'm going to subvert everybody's expectations and nothing is going to be what you want because that's what everybody wants. And then he ruins the whole fucking franchise. And now you have like Ray. Ray's basically fucking Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Who's cutting shitty promos left and right.
That's it.
And then you've got fucking...
They're raising her hand. They're raising Ray's hand, giving her every avenue. She didn't have to learn how to be a Jedi and build herself up and go through all this bad stuff where her family dies in front of her and all these other things in the fucking whatever. She just fucking, I just live here. I wonder who my parents are, but I'm awesome at everything, and that's just it. Like, I'm just awesome at everything. That's exactly Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, especially Reigns. Like, oh my God, dude.
Not Reigns, not really Reigns anymore. Like, because Reigns at this point, he's just a mid-carder, and he's doing pretty decent in where he is.
Yeah, but still, it's still ruined. Yeah. Like, they're all the same. It's exactly what you're saying. Star Wars is a reflection of everything nowadays is like this.
But she's like Roman in a way in terms of she just beats the Sith Lord that's been training for fucking decades with really no real knowledge of the Force or lightsaber skills. And then you have her also pretty much like fucking demean Luke in The Last Jedi when she beats him in that fucking faggy stick fight they had. And
you
Luke
come and
like
you trash on the legends.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you have, that's like similar to WrestleMania 35 or something. I'm sorry, not 35, 33 with Undertaker getting his ass kicked by Roman. And then you have Finn. He's like the superstar everybody wants to see. Like, wow, he's so interesting, and he's like an underdog, and he has this great character arc where he's from the fucking First Order, and he's not going to be a stormtrooper anymore. And what do they do with him in the second movie? Does nothing. He goes around and fucks around with this fucking fat Asian lady who, like, wants to save fucking dog dragons or whatever the fuck they are. I don't know what the fuck that was. What's going on in my life? I have AIDS. I'm gay, but I'm not.
Yeah, dude. Last Jedi is Monday Night Raw every week now. It's true.
Hopefully,
and Poe Dameron's treated like an asshole.
The third episode looks like they're going to retcon a lot, though, with that trailer that came out.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that we're not going to just see a sort of a safe tie-up and then it ends. Like, I'm serious.
Well, I haven't.
You're the third person today to say that. So Hunter said that earlier too.
I'm like, because we're all like, oh, they're gonna go back in time and retcon everything, or which they might actually. It sounds like there is time travel, but they're gonna go back in time.
That's what Red Letter Media thinks.
Oh, please let them go back in time and just kill everybody, like before they get to these points. Like that'd be great. Just kill everybody.
Well, you know what's funny? Like now it's also feeling like WWE, where they're like, shit. Nobody liked the last movie. Bring back Lando. Bring back the Emperor. Then you heard like Darth Vader breathing. Is he coming back?
Yeah, what?
Please God, no.
Oh my God! Why did we get
back Darth Vader?
Well,
that's
because
now they just announced that Stone Cold will be at the September 9th Raw, and the Undertaker will be at
he
the
is.
September 10th,
Yeah.
go home show for Clash of Champions. So we've got Austin and then the Undertaker the next night, and people are predicting. Matt the Misfit actually was the original one that said, "Oh, the Fiend will do something with the Undertaker," and Austin's supposed to do something with Rollins because he's the one saying that Rollins needs to build up his character, and so we'll see what happens. But like you said, now they got to bring back Lando. Now they got to, you hear Darth Vader. You hear, and the same thing WWE is doing. They're bringing back Austin again. They just had him there for the reunion. They're bringing back, the Undertaker. They had Goldberg back. So, and now Ronda Rousey is confirmed for the new season of Total Divas. So she'll be in the 9th season, and they're also adding Sonya Deville and Carmella. So it's Carmella, Nia Jax, Naomi, Natalia, Ronda, Sonya. It's not a great cast, but I didn't even know Nia Jax was still considered part of it all.
It is if they bang.
Yeah, no kidding.
Luke Rojas, thanks, man.
They were talking about having Evolution again now that Sasha's back, and Ronda was supposed to be returning, not in the too distant future.
And they're reaching out to Melina, like we heard.
Yeah, but now I guess with Ronda's injury, they're saying that might just be scrapped altogether at this point. So,
just because of Ronda?
Yeah, because her return will be delayed more.
Oh, wow.
They didn't want to do it without Ronda being there. That was why they were not considering having Evolution in the first place. So,
all right,
a follow-up to last year's.
They're fucked then. There goes, and you know what? There goes Melina's talking with WWE. Wouldn't it be funny? It's like they're in talks, and then they're like, "Hey, never mind," like because they're not doing it.
Just because of Ronda, they scrap everything. We have all these other women, but because we don't have Ronda, we can't do it.
That is
because that's the report we heard originally that I was upset about. They felt like they didn't have enough star power to do it.
I didn't watch 'cause I'm smart. Dan, stop trolling yourself and start diving into New Japan. Jake No Hat, did you get Bosley's?
Michael, thanks for the $3.99. Jake did not get Bosley's, and I watch New Japan once in a while, as I always have my whole life, or not my whole life, but in the last 12 years or something like that. I watch it here or there. I'm never gonna cover it. I don't care that much. It all becomes just a big fake MMA fight at some point. So no, I'm not that into New Japan. I like Wrestle Kingdom and a couple other things that happen, but it's just too much.
Back when Balor was there and they first formed the Bullet Club and whatnot, I was huge into New Japan, and then I slowly got out of it. And it
do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
You want to go?
I'll be honest. I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Swear to God, I'll bite it off.
So how the hell did the ref hear a chair shot after being somewhat unconscious?
Yeah, he goes, I heard it.
And what kills me about that is there's
Elliot,
times
thanks.
where you can see someone in the ring bleeding from their chest, and the guy has a gun in their hands and it's smoking, and the ref's like, I don't know, I didn't see what happened. I'm not too sure. But now you hear a chair shot and you get the DQ. Come on, they really need to, just have a little consistency here.
It's always different. It's always inconsistent.
Yeah, just whatever fits their,
I waited
their agenda
for
at that point. But
I almost waited for the other. Are they going to do when the other ref comes out to tell him, or no? Will they do that this time?
Yeah, it used to be, the ref's decision is final, but not tonight. Maybe next time.
Too sexy, Travis Savage. About to come down the aisle. Too sexy, Travis Savage. That sounds like a wrestling name. Too
Damn
sexy.
straight.
I like it. Varsity Pussy. Your sister's here.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Varsity Pussy.
Maybe you can do the SmackDown review and lead into monetize this to possibly have a high audience retention. I'd just a thought, lols. Also, the best thing on Raw tonight was when it went off the air. Fuck this show. Also, Tommy DeBar sucks a mean dick.
Oh, God.
I want to fuck Deb A until cum comes out of her fucking eyeballs.
Oh, my God. Varsity, thank you, Varsity. And my God, Tommy. Why would you say that, Tommy? And a big shout out to Everyday Jam, who dropped $200 earlier and is going to take home that digital title.
Super chat.
Probably.
Party.
Unless somebody shows up with...
MTV was more entertaining.
You know what? I bet it was. Well, I don't know, though. ENT Hooligans, what's up? And thanks for the $4. I don't know. That's the only thing I would say that probably would... Because while Raw was annoying and stupid a lot of times, MTV would like legit make me want to like choke the people on the screen. So I don't know. That's the one thing I don't know if it was. I mean, who did what, you know? Probably a bunch of people I don't know who are asshole scumbags, said a bunch of dumb stuff and did dumb things. So I don't know, man. I can't believe that was better for some reason. For me. Maybe other people enjoyed it a little bit, but I don't know. Yeah. What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us?
It's fucking turkey time!
Killed us
Yes!
and ate our children. What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us, if they had to hate us, Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead the turkey ate us, they gobbled us apart. But first they'd eat our nuts, and then they'd eat our bud. The turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they ate our fucking nuts? What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? Instead the turkeys ate us. Oh.
I can't wait for Air You in October with Tony Schiavone and Junior on commentary together. The Wednesday Night Wars is going to be so good for wrestling. Fun fact, type in and it will send you to a YouTube video titled Bring It On.
Type in WednesdayNightWars.com and it will bring you a YouTube video titled Bring It On. Wow, really? That's really pretty cool. Soundwave 92. Thanks for the $29 turkey donation. One of the best and favorite donations of this stream. Let's take another phone call real quick. Lots of calls coming in. Jesus, there's a lot. 860. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, homie?
Homie! What's going on?
I'm good, man. I can tell you're having a great time reviewing this shit.
Oh, man, I mean, I actually am having a good time tonight, but I don't know if I can really have a good time, like, reviewing this shit. Like, it's so...
we were just straight up reviewing it, no distractions.
I'm being sarcastic, bro.
There's no way.
Well, I'm serious.
They made a lot of shitty decisions tonight.
Yeah. This was full on... This was... It was like... I mean, you know, not to be offensive, but, you know, it was like a retarded person booked it.
Mental midgets.
Well, you know who that is.
That's Vince.
You know who's the head. You know who's the head retarded person in charge. That's such good shit.
It's like everybody else has all this stuff planned that really isn't that good, anyway. But then Vince goes, "Well, let's do this instead," and then that's fucking just strange world. Like, so you go from a kind of a thing that makes sense but isn't that exciting to Vince McMahon just fucking with everything and then making zero sense. Like,
dude, they're gonna have to lock him in a room. They're gonna have to lock him in a room. To this point, they're gonna have to lock him in a room so that way they can book it greatly.
Yeah, no kidding. They're gonna have to, you know.
No, I'm serious. Like, they're gonna have Vince in the arena. It's like, what the fuck? Why is the door locked?
He's booking TV, and they'll set up like a video game simulation for him.
Do you know when
he's actually booking?
You know when I first realized that this was happening was when I used to speak with Road Dogg all the time, and when Road Dogg was running SmackDown, and when I was talking to Road Dogg one night, and I said, "Hey, you know, you guys brought the Undertaker in. It looked like the Undertaker was going to be on SmackDown. He was talking about SmackDown's my home, and here we go." And I was like, what was up with that? Because
digging holes and taking souls. Yeah, that one.
Everybody got the vibe that the Undertaker was a part of SmackDown. And I'll never forget Road Dogg just being like, yeah, we thought the same thing. That's why we wrote the whole show around that. And then threw everything out the window and had to write something completely different the next week. And I went...
Yeah, because they basically retconned it to make it seem Undertaker became a free agent, so he can be on any show.
Yep. So he went from... He's your guy. Do what you want. Okay, guys, let's create a story around our fucking top guy and The Undertaker. And then next week, you know what? Damn it, he's going to be on Raw. So what do we do? You figure it out. Okay.
You know, they should change the name to the show from Raw is War or Raw is whatever to just Raw is Bland.
How about just buy one of my raw-tarded shirts? How about that?
You got to make sure you pair it with the SmackDown's, hat.
Yeah, and wear it there. I wonder how.
It's just horrible. Like literally, they gave Baron Corbin the crown and sat on the throne.
He might not win it, but we'll see.
He might, but knowing WWE, they're like, let's swerve him like they did with NXT.
Yeah.
Jake.
Yeah.
We're going to swerve him so we can think that he's not going to win, but in reality, we know he's going to win.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of the look of it.
Because they basically guaranteed he's
Vince
not.
Booking things. Vince forgot that he had Buddy Murphy entirely. And that's what's being said, that he completely forgot Buddy Murphy was around on the SmackDown roster. Buddy Murphy
was that an accident?
No.
Jake, that was all planned to him to be in the angle?
No, he was forgotten about, legitimately forgotten about. And him, graduating from NXT to 205 Live, and then he gets pulled up in the Superstar Shakeup, and then they just forgot about him. And he was walking backstage and just happened to be in the vicinity of where they were filming the Roman Reigns attack angle when the stage fell on him, and all of the Reddit and internet sleuths, it's got to be Buddy Murphy because they see his shirt there. It was just, wrong place, wrong time kind of thing. And that cool, moment man. Saved his, main roster career, essentially. And Vince now is stunned at how well he's doing and surprised at how big he looks in the ring, is the direct quote. And, they're saying that, he's really surprising and pleasing officials backstage, and all the higher-ups are so pleasantly surprised with how well Buddy Murphy's doing. And the match he had with Roman was so excellent that they can't wait to see more from him. But they forgot about him entirely. They had no idea that they even had him on the roster.
Was he spot was supposed to be Joe's spot, right, Jake?
I don't even know whose it was. I don't think there was any spot there. I think that they were...
Remember when Joe was kind of in between babyface and heel, but they went back to him being a heel?
I think that's all that they were going to turn Samoa Joe face and have him tag against, because that was what we were told at that point. They were considering turning.
Well, I guess Buddy now
Joe
has his spot, so that's good, man.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he gets to be that, the person there, but it wasn't intentional. It wasn't like they planned Buddy Murphy to be there. He just, if the internet didn't notice his T-shirt and say, "Oh, look, Buddy Murphy is the one responsible," they never would have even utilized him whatsoever. It was just by chance. And now they're like, "Oh my God, he's so good. Why haven't we been using him all this time?"
So wait a minute. So you're telling me that so Buddy Murphy was an accident, which led into then the Rowan thing, and then that wasn't an accident. And then there's another guy like this, wasn't
this? Buddy Murphy would not have been involved in this angle whatsoever.
So they would have gone right to Rowan then? They would have gone right to Rowan?
Yeah, they would have everything else would have just continued. They would have had somebody else, they would have just continued with the misdirection, and then they would have,
probably would have been Joe.
Yeah, they would have just said, "Oh, it was Eric Rowan." And
well, no, they wanted Joe to be a face.
Yeah, they were going to have them tag team against the two of them.
And then they bailed on that because Vince was like, "No."
Yeah, Vince thought that was stupid. And
when they showed the commercial for tomorrow, I was like, they were showing all 4 guys in the same room, and they were looking at each other.
Oh my God.
I busted laughing.
Dude, that
Such
was
a stupid moment, but
that was like a Scooby-Doo moment or whatever. Like, it was just
I
weird.
was like,
it was Old Man
what is
Jenkins.
it, the comedy bit?
But really, what else could they have done in that moment that would have worked? I mean, so they have the look-alike, and now Roman is being forced to apologize. Daniel Bryan wants an apology. That's the whole angle for tomorrow.
Because it reminded me. Remember when they had the Raw versus SmackDown and Survivor Series?
Yeah.
2 years ago or a year and a half ago, they literally had the New Day being in charge of the SmackDown, and I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah, that was a mess.
And then literally Rollins was like hiding, and he jumped on one of those production things. He jumped on the New Day members.
The whole thing was just a mess.
It was just a mess, and people really want a turkey shirt. I tell you what, guys, I will try to get a turkey shirt designed. It might cost a little bit of money, so hopefully we can sell them. But if I can get a turkey shirt
then
designed,
Sasha buried herself.
we'll do it.
when she was like, "Oh, I complain a lot and da da da." I'm like, she's supposed to be a heel.
Yeah, she dug down a hole that made no sense. She came out making sense.
Punishment.
She has to come out of that. She can say that. She can say, "Yeah, I took my ball, blah blah blah." But like I said earlier, she then has to come out and say, "But all they ever want me to do is tag with someone or be someone's partner or somebody who always wants me to help them. I'm doing things on my own now." And like, she should have gone into something else that made her rise from that, and she never did. She just kind of buried herself, then walked around the hole and looked at everybody, and that's all that happened.
Because she buried the tag team titles. Like, Vince doesn't like them.
Yeah, she threw those in the hole. That was funny.
And I'm like, then what was the point of you winning them then in storyline?
What was the point?
Yeah, exactly. Why were you celebrating the fact that you won them?
Why were you mad that you weren't, like, what the fuck, dude? Nothing makes sense at all. None of this makes sense.
And then you think about, wow, then I guess Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are a great tag team then.
Well, that's the other thing is she hates Alexa Bliss, and Alexa Bliss tag team champ. She just buried that. Like, they should just might as well stick those fucking things in an oven and fucking just get rid of them. Thanks for the call, man. What have we not talked about here? Do you know?
Well, one of the things too is that really quick on a side news note, but Nakamura wants to start using the GTS, and he asked Kenta for permission on Twitter if he could use it. Kenta said, so I guess there's a green go ahead from there. So we'll see. But he's used it a few times on house shows and whatnot. But what I was going to say with that is, leading up to tomorrow night and everything with Clash of Champions, now that he's got his mouthpiece in the form of Sami Zayn, he was going to be feuding against The Miz. But The Miz was busy, essentially with King of the Ring. All right, he lost that now. I don't know if it's a great feud, but do you think they're still going to go with him and The Miz or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think that's a definite?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I had heard originally that they weren't sold on that entirely. I don't see why they would do it last week.
They shouldn't be.
I don't think it's a great feud either, but
what they should have is Nakamura beat The Miz on a one-off on Raw or SmackDown, and then move on to his actual feud. So The Miz puts over Nakamura. Nakamura then goes on to a real feud, and then that's it.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen it happen with Ali finally, but that even Ali said on Twitter that they just skipped that.
No, yeah,
for whatever reason they skipped that.
Yeah, there's too many of these like little guys who are looking for like, I can be a hero too, or like I'm like amazing somehow too, like Cedric, Murphy, Ali.
Yeah,
Kofi's a champion. There's too many of these little guy does big
underdog.
Things. Yeah, Ricochet's already in that top spot.
Yeah, because tomorrow night we have Ali taking on Buddy Murphy for the first round of the King of the Ring. Do
you know what they need?
And then we got Chad
need?
Gable and Shelton Benjamin too.
Jake, do you know what they need?
What's that?
They need they need to get rid of 205 Live, get rid of one of the tag belts, get rid of one of the women's titles, and add the lightweight championship, cruiserweight title to the Raw and SmackDown shows. Get rid of all that other extra shit. Bring in the cruiserweight belt, because now there's enough of these guys on Raw and SmackDown that they need to be having matches against each other that steal the show.
Yeah, just like when they used to have, the European title, and when they did have the light heavyweight, and that's a good idea, because think about it. They could have the tag division be on Raw because they have the third hour, so it would have, instead of going between both shows, have the tag division on Raw. They have more time there, so they can dedicate a little bit more that way. Have the tag teams be on Raw. Have the integrate the cruiserweights on both shows, but you can do it to where the ones you want going for the title at that point are on SmackDown. When they're not in title contention, switch between them on Raw and SmackDown. You can transfer people back and forth.
Yeah,
that would be ideal. But
yep, just and maybe you can keep 205 Live, but if you do, put the cruiserweight title on it's open for anything. Then if you
I don't see how they can, though, because that's so much wrestling at this point. I mean, we got 3 hours of Raw, SmackDown's moving, and then we have NXT. That's going to be 2 hours a week now.
Yeah, they really need to. What they need to do is create just do another WWE Network show. Don't call it 205 Live. Just have it called WWE Surge or whatever the fuck. And they film that for the extra time and put that on the network.
Yeah, because they still have Main Event that happens on weekends. And
really.
Yeah, it gets taped before Raw.
Jesus.
They do that. I mean, I don't pay attention to anything like that, but it does get viewed, especially in alternate markets. That's usually a cable thing, but
I never hear anything about it. Like, I almost
but it is taped before Raw and sometimes SmackDown, but usually just before Raw.
It'd be good if WWE could get a morning show, edited morning show with maybe on the weekends or something, kind of like how they used to do with Superstars and all that stuff. I mean, obviously, I probably won't watch it, but maybe for the kids, or a morning show on YouTube, even like a 1 hour show on YouTube. Put it up there. WWE Superstars on YouTube every Saturday morning at whatever the fuck, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., whatever, something like that.
Yeah. See, that would work, and if they edit it right, they can have even if they do a half an hour, have 2 really good matches for the kids, and at least keep that going. But Main Event is aired Wednesday nights on Hulu Plus at 9 p.m. now.
Why not do a show on YouTube that's an hour long to 2 hours long, or an hour long edited, and it's called like WWE Universe, and they put on like 3 matches, and they can be matches from Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, or 205 Live, anything. It's the top 3 matches of the week, chose by whoever the fuck, and then they put that stuff there, and exclusive interviews or backstage stuff that we haven't seen anywhere, and we put that stuff there on whatever the fuck. You got YouTube. Go live with something.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what they want for the Fox Sports 1 show. That's going to happen down the road, with Renee and possibly the King. They want to do like, what was the best matches of the week, and add some more interviews and things like that, and take some more calls. So they want to do that kind of interview type thing.
Imagine that you're watching it, right, and you're like, oh, they picked the Drew McIntyre and Ricochet. Like, I just happen to have my phone on me, and they're streaming that. I'm gonna watch that again. That was actually pretty good from Raw. Raw sucked, but I like Drew McIntyre versus Ricochet, so I'm going to watch that on this WWE Universe stream. And you're watching it, and then like after that, a 205 Live match comes on. You're like, oh, I never watched that, but I heard it's good. Oh shit, that was Jesus Christ! Like Grand Metalik fucking ate someone's asshole. This is sick. I didn't see this. And then you see one more match, and then you go, that was a fun thing to watch. Oh well, and you put your phone down. That I mean, dude, just why they should be doing this all the time. They
should be going live. You get a notification. Oh, look at this, the 24/7 title. They're having a match in a mall.
They're having a match in a mall. That's right. Why not?
And I hate the way the 24/7 hate, absolutely hate, beyond despise, hate that it became like an ambassador belt, essentially. Oh, Rob Stone won, and they have to give it to the Fox analyst, and, just, so that's forever.
Well, that doesn't bother me.
It pisses me off in the fact, because, and it's all just roll-ups, and, I wish they do things right with the skits, but.
Can you imagine if they'd done a low blow instead of a roll-up? That would have been funny as fuck. That idiot at Fox, like the arm comes up and he goes, oh! Like, and he gets it in the balls, dude. I would have been like, dude, we got to make it funnier than this. But no, I don't have a problem with this. This is how or at least this is how I've been trying to before they, when I was saying they should make a title like this, this is what I wanted, kind of. I mean, I would have done it better, but you're right. I guess it was a little weird, but this is kind of what we wanted, like the belt to be an ambassador
but
thing.
not fully. I mean, even when they did it with the night, then they're going to have 500 title changes. It's not so much the amount, but it's the way they're doing some of these things. They put so much effort into, with Drake Maverick sneaking into the studio, like I said last weekend, to go and get Elias. He's got the outfit on. That was so well done and entertaining and funny. And there was 3 videos he put up on, both YouTube and Twitter. And it was great. And they barely, showed any of it. They didn't utilize any of it. But a quick roll up, because it has to be with Fox, that gets all the TV time, and that, I don't know why they don't, choose to showcase the things that are, more entertaining. First off, I know, we got to show off our Fox deal. I get it. I get it with the business sense, but the entertainment factor is lacking. And 2, there's so much more they can do with this belt. They really have a chance to make it something special here. And all we're getting is simplistic roll-ups. No one can have a match. There's no weapons. There's no... it's just constant silly roll-ups everywhere. Is that anybody knows how to do is, the fruit roll-up dance? And I don't like the ambassador idea. It's like, we're here today, so we got to let, the Comic-Con panelist win, and we got to let so-and-so get a chance at the belt. You're not a wrestler, just keep it away at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, it is getting to be a little too much if they keep it up, but... I mean,
if this is just a one-off thing, but it's not going to be, especially with all the press things coming up in the XFL days. I can picture
someone's going to win this belt at halftime. Someone's winning this at halftime of one of the XFL shows.
But if they did it in a oh shit, there's R-Truth, and he's hiding in one of the mascot costumes, and Elias is supposed to be performing for halftime, and it turned into an all-out brawl, that'd be good, but no, you're going to get a quick roll-up by the marching band. No one gives a shit. Be entertaining, be creative with it. You don't have to spend money for these things. You can film it on somebody's phone. That's what Maverick did. It looked great. You don't have to go all out, really. Just put a little effort in.
Well,
there's a lot they can do with this.
This is everything
to really
with them.
Make it worthwhile. It is.
This is everything. No effort. This is what tonight was this. Tonight was all the little storylines that we had that we could have done, not done. It was just march out and do this. And then it was just go out and wrestle and keep tournaments going. Like, they have no creativity, and this allows them not to be creative.
Yeah, they can rely on King of the Ring for the next few weeks while they have nothing else going on.
In a tag team tournament, when you build the Viking Raiders for what?
For weeks, you have them go against jobbers and look so just dominating and domineering. They look like ultimate badasses that can squash anybody, to lead to countouts and disqualifications and just
but they're dumb
bullshit. It's asinine. I don't know how they can write this down in a script and be like, yeah, I'm proud of this. I'm happy with this. This is good. This is entertaining. How does anybody look at that and say, yes, that's what I need to go with here?
You're like, I'm invested in the Viking Raiders. Oh, I'm invested. Oh my God, I'm invested. Okay. Oh my God, they'd be another team. Oh my God, they ever gonna do anything? Okay, cool. They're in this tag team tournament. Here we go. Oh, they're disqualified.
Yeah.
Oh. Like, this is all that was leading to was...
For weeks, we had, heavy machinery being built up, and, they're taking on different tag teams, and then they're supposed to go against the New Day, it looks like, and nothing. And then we don't see them again at all for weeks. Then they come back again. We got, two weeks in a row where we see them, and then nothing for the next 4 weeks.
Wouldn't you like to see the fucking Viking Raiders and the War Machine... Oh, no. Are they called War Machine? No, what are they called?
Viking Raiders and Heavy Machinery.
Heavy Machinery. Jesus Christ! I went back to the Viking Raiders' old name and mixed.
Yeah.
So Heavy Machinery and the Viking Raiders. Wouldn't you like to see those two be like, we're the one. We're the guys. No, we're the guys. We're the fucking guys. No, we're the guys. And have those guys go up against each other in an epic fucking throwdown fucking fight, and the Viking Raiders win, and then they have a rematch. And then Heavy Machinery gets a victory, and then have them go up in a third match that's a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and then, see who fucking wins there. Like,
especially with these guys. My
wouldn't
God,
you
the chaos would be.
I mean, there's your shit, WWE, you fucking nimrods. These guys fucking have beaten every jobber fuck there is. Now you go up against goddamn Heavy Machinery, and maybe Heavy Machinery wins the second match, but loses 2 to the Viking Raiders to keep them pretty strong. And, or even if fucking the Viking Raiders lose, and whoever wins, it doesn't matter. Both teams go over in the end because they fucking had a fucking they had the rubber match that ends up in a TLC match that's fucking a crazy fucking hardcore fucking fight. And then everybody respects them, and they both come out with battle wounds looking crazy. And then the next people that either team takes on, you're like, damn, look out. These guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what the fuck is double DQ in a fucking tournament? Why not?
It's so. That's where it should be no disqualification because you need.
Although
a
maybe
maybe contender.
maybe this sets up that rivalry. I don't know.
You'd like to hope.
Yeah,
but
maybe
we doubt it. Anytime we get hopeful for things, I was hopeful with the OC. You know, AJ was pushing for it, and you knew. You know, you absolutely called it. And when you look tonight, Ricochet, McIntyre, great match. Story, you don't need much there, but they have history, so already there's bad blood between them. The story they told in the ring, they got 14 minutes. You know we can get so much more from these two. And the only complaint was like, oh, I wish this was the finals. I wish we had even more time with them. That's not a bad thing. That's great to have. So we got a shitty opening of Raw, but now we got a really good match. And then next up, you had The Miz and Baron Corbin. Well, no one's really excited by either one of these guys being, king of the ring. But they went ahead, especially with The Miz saying, oh, King awesome. Looked like the crowd had an aneurysm when he said that. But what we got out of there, that deep six, that was, for the near fall, that was awesome. There was a lot of good moments there. The skull-crushing finale wasn't hit well, but you're like, oh, here it comes. That's probably going to be the finish at one point. And just, they gave us a lot. It was a good match. 10 minutes, solid, so we've got really good wrestling so far on a wrestling show.
Yeah.
And then we get to Bayley and Nikki Cross, and it's like, oh, here we go. And the rest of the night, there was, shit. We get 2 really good matches, and the rest of it basically fades away. The only part of the tag, gauntlet match that I enjoyed was pretty much the ending part of it with Heavy Machinery taking on Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, and that was 5 minutes, I think, at that, and that we could have gotten so much more from them, really. And especially with it being, all right, tag team turmoil. It's just, that was so underwhelming. Like you said, double DQs and why? Why do that? Why not have another tournament when you're having King of the Ring tournament? You could if you don't want to have a tournament, then just do it in this way, but at least flesh it out fully.
It must have been added out of nowhere. That again, this is what you do when the story plans we had, throw them out the window, just throw in these matches. So that's
what a lot of this night felt like.
Yeah.
And that's what we read online as well, that,
what happened.
The script was rewritten multiple times and a lot of things were thrown together.
Because we don't see wrestling like this normally. This much wrestling.
No.
This was crazy.
And then Sasha Bayley, Natalya was 4 minutes. And then, as the caller said before, Jared, when he called in, he said, like I told you, I had a feeling with Cesaro and Cedric Alexander, that being last second, he said the whole thing was loudly called, via audibles in the ring. So certainly seemed like they had no plan for what was going to happen there.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't. Well, they were thrown out there.
That was definitely added.
Vince said, "I hate all this bullshit. Put it on hold. Here's matches." No doubt, because you're right. And you know what? That's why Viking Raiders made no sense.
Yeah,
because they had to use them. They were like, got to. Maybe because
they needed one more team.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a local
at all.
There might have been a local team in the back that didn't appear tonight.
Could have been.
Seriously, I wonder if anybody. Where were they tonight?
They were in New Orleans. Right? Yes.
Anybody in the New Orleans area? If anybody in the New Orleans area has a Facebook wrestling group or anything, I want you guys to post this everywhere and ask if any indie wrestlers were supposed to appear tonight that didn't appear. Because I almost guarantee you that happened. I bet you they had indie guys back there, and the War Raiders were just going to crush another team, and they backed off on all this stuff. I mean, maybe. I don't know. because they were there. Let's play a couple donations here. The Punisher Minecraft. That's a great movie mixed with a good game. Let's have fun. There's bees in Minecraft now.
Oh boy.
There's a bee in my house I had to kill earlier today. It was fucking insanely huge.
Evil bastard. Yeah. Coming after your honey.
What if the turkeys ate us?
Oh, it's on, motherfucker!
What if they killed us and ate our children? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us, if they had to hate us. Well, Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us
Give it up
apart.
for the fucking turkey!
But first they'd eat our nuts, and then they'd eat our bud. The turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they ate our fucking nuts? What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? What if the turkeys ate us?
Hey Joe, I'm going to be signing up for Patreon sometime this week. What level gets me all the content/shows?
Everyday Jam, what's up? Everyday Jam, thanks for the $29. You also donated $200 earlier, and that puts you at the top of the list, Everyday Jam. You know, I would say $10 will get you just basically everything. $10 VIP gets you almost everything. $25 gets you producer credit in below on all the videos during your producer time. You know, then there's a couple little crazy things at like 50 and 100, but really $10 will get you all the content a month. $10 a month, all the content. $5 a month will get you about 85%, so 90% almost. So 5 or 10.
Super Chat Party.
Patreon.
Bat Rattle J Hood. J Hood wants a bat rattle.
Oh my
Damn.
God. J Hood's in the chat again? J Hood, why do you always got to be doing this, man? J Hood, why you in the chat, bro? Are you seriously in the chat, bro? J Hood, I'm going to snap your neck, fool. Come on, man. I can't believe he's still in the chat talking shit. Is he really there doing this? Do I really got to go there? Do I really got to go there on you, J Hood? You nasty fuck. You nasty fuck, J Hood. Yo, you want to bat rattle me? You want to bat rattle me? You gonna die, my words gonna fly straight into your eye, motherfucker. Then you wondering why did I step up to Joe? And just so you know, your motherfucker raping your mom too. She's a hoe. I fucking put my penis up in her ass so fast. Yo, I'll cut that bitch's throat with some glass. Yeah, I'm coming for you, J Hood. I got wood, and I'm penetrating your mother's anus like an evil guy would. Yeah, J Hood always talking this shit, but his mother be licking the tip of my dick quick. Yeah, J Hood, better think before you say, cause if you keep saying, I'ma tell everyone you're gay. Everyone in your neighborhood knows you're a rat, so shut the fuck up, your mother is fat. The only way I'd ever hook up with a fat ass is if you paid me, but you can't pay me nass. I'm fucking you up, J Hood, shut the fuck up. I'll put you on the fucking trunk, and I'll cut your fucking nuts off. I'll fucking cut your legs off, you're soft. You're fucking puking a bar fag. Your mother's a hag, your father's a fag. I'm going to your dad's house with a gun. Yeah, I'm gonna kill everyone, I'm gonna shoot him up. J Hood, yeah, I'm savage as fuck. So sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. I don't really give a fuck no more. I really think your mom's a whore. I really don't give a fuck no more. I really don't give a fuck no more. I really don't give a fuck
no more. I really don't give a fuck no more. I don't really know what I'm saying for sure, cause I'm making this all up, yo, Tupac Shakur. Yeah, what's up? When I go nasty as fuck, when I'm making this shit up, running you over with a truck full with missiles and bullets and knives and guns. Yeah, I might just get pissed off and fucking shoot everyone. I don't give a damn if you wanna talk shit to me, so suck my dick, motherfucker. Injecting you with HIV, 1, 2, 3, teaching you the alphabet too, while you're sucking on the tip of my dick too. You can kiss my asshole crack as I poo on the fucking floor. You can lick it up like a Philadelphia fan would do. Yeah, J Hood, you just got murdered, so never bat rattle me or I'll leave you like a turd. Took a shit on J Hood's dick. Motherfucking J Hood, shut the fuck up. Sorry. That just comes out. It just comes out of nowhere, man. J Hood wants to bat rattle me. Wants to bat rattle me. Yo, J Hood, bat rattle me. What the fuck, bro? I don't even know J Hood's really here. He just donated that and said that. But fuck it.
Somebody suck him off.
Somebody suck me off. Somebody
suck him off.
That'll be up on Patreon later.
Suck him off. Somebody suck him off.
Saturday Morning Slam was trash. They literally did bits in the ring to draw the kids in.
Yep.
What happened to the days of a well-produced WWE superstars that brought in kids like us? We still loved it.
Right?
Fook.
Yeah, bro. I mean, there's a market for that, and you got to start bringing in new little kids because no kids are watching this because of their parents anymore. You know, so you need to create the kids telling the parents I want to watch because now the parents aren't watching anymore. So you got that. Gook the Humpster Broski, thanks for the donation. I think you need it. That's what I think. Parker, thanks for subbing to the channel, man. What's going on, dude? How are you, bro? Leave a like in the chat if you can. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the rap battle thing. I'm not a rapper at all, but it was fun. It was funny. Yeah. Oh! Yes! Yes! The gods of us! Yes! Lay it right down! What if they killed us and ate our children? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us? If they had to hate us? Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart. But first they'd eat our nuts, and then they'd eat our butts. The turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? Yo, J Hood is dead. I left him all cut up on his fucking bed. Oh, yo, J Hood is dead. What if they ate our fucking nuts? What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? Instead the turkeys ate us. World of Warcraft Classic,
I
baby!
didn't watch Raw and just tuned into your review, and the entire chat is all talking about turkeys for some reason, so I had to drop this donation. Love you, sexy beasts.
I love you, baby. Parker has graced us with his cock. Parker, thank you very much for the $29 Turkeys Ate Us donation. I really appreciate it. This helps us make up a little bit for Monetize this Friday night. We might actually be hitting that goal soon of that I had. Took 3 days, but
yeah, hey, that's true.
Well, what the fuck? We're ready to go. Parker, thank you, man, for the turkeys donation. I appreciate that. And got a couple more. Let's play those, and we'll maybe take a call or two. Then we'll get back to some more shit.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man.
Here we go.
About to get it, man. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
If you could change the outcome of a WWE match ever, which one would you choose, Joe?
Part of me would go back in time. I'm so old school, and I would have had Stone Cold beat The Rock, but I would have never had Vince McMahon come out to help him, and I wouldn't have turned Stone Cold heel. Like, I would have had that night end with happiness. I don't know. That was one that was kind of fucked up for me. I was like loving it, and then the turn was just like, I didn't go like, oh my God. I went, what the fuck? Like, it was weird. I'm so old school. So that's one. I guess the result would stay the same, though.
JR's call still sits in my head, So
isn't that where you just went, son of a bitch, like, or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
just shook hands with the devil himself, that, and just.
Luis Antonio Alejandro. He dropped $1, but under $3 doesn't play on Streamlabs, I believe. Donald Trump thinks he can throw a nuclear bomb at a hurricane. He's an idiot. He really wants the world to end when the nukes come in contact with the eye of the hurricane. Fucking asshole. What? What kind of propaganda site did that come from? That can't be real, right?
I don't know. That's
Donald Trump wants to nuke our hurricane. I mean, that can't be real, right? I mean, it can't be real. Trump floated the idea of using nuclear bombs to stop hurricanes.
If AEW All Out is a success, then it's a turkey party.
Hell yeah, John Wills, it's a turkey party. Okay, so what happened is Trump floated the idea of thwarting hurricanes by bombing them, including nuclear bombs. Where Trump's comments were briefly on a National Security Council memo that recorded the comments. Trump denied the report, claiming that he never said that. CNN has not been able to independently verify the report. So that is what you call fake news. So welcome to fake news CNN, who lied to you. Trump floated the idea of nuclear bombs to stop hurricanes headed to the U.S. CNN Politics, and Axios is the source or something, so they put that in there so they can't be blamed for it. So then when you go down here and they're just like, yeah, that's retarded, I never said that. No one else claims he ever said that anywhere who was at the same meeting, and Trump denies it, and CNN cannot confirm it. Yet they ran the front page story all over the place. So you are now helping to prove why people will vote for Donald Trump again, probably. I am a former left-wing person who's now an independent, and this is the type of stuff that almost makes me want him to get elected again because these liars on the CNN. So there you go. That's a bullshit story.
I did hear earlier that Seth Rollins cheated on Becky with Ricochet.
You know what? That. We can't verify it. But yeah, you're right. Somebody, and you know what? This guy that says that, he wrote it down. He wrote it on his memo, on his paper. So it must be real if he wrote it down. Now, is CNN going to lose their platform like Alex Jones? Is CNN going to lose their YouTube channel, their ability to broadcast because they put this news out there? Because maybe people are going to get angry at Trump and fear that he's going to use nuclear weapons on the hurricane. Now, if Hillary was here, she would have already used weapons. So, I'm not a Trump fan. I'm not really a fan of Trump or anybody. I'm not a fan of anybody. I'm a fan of me. I'm a fan of fucking me. But, yeah, that was a, once again, just fucking, this country's, you're going to get me into a fucking tangent you don't want with this donation. Like, I mean, nobody should be watching any news on TV at all anymore. And Alex Jones and people like that were the ones that told you about Epstein raping fucking kids and shuffling them to islands, but they're no longer allowed to have a platform almost anywhere except for on their own website, which is who the fuck can ever find that unless they know about it. But, all these third-party people are the ones who told you all about Epstein, and they're all the ones that are being silenced, yet CNN runs away with, he's going to nuke the hurricanes. The fuck, dude? Make me the president. I'll fix these fuckers. The first thing I'll do is hire my own private fucking, goddamn task force. Like, I will have snipers and fucking, like, people that had guerrilla warfare and Navy SEALs. I will look like a fucking psycho, but I don't give a shit. I will hire all the most insane motherfuckers and will overpay them, and we'll pay them every time they give up somebody who tried to pay them to kill me or tried to pay me to spy on me or sabotage me. Every time they can bring me somebody who said they want to spy on me or leak something or to try to kill me, I would give them bonuses. We'll get the most powerful rich people. I swear to God, we'll get the most powerful rich people on my side, and we'll fund the whole fucking thing. So anybody out there who's rich, let me know. There's a lot of you guys, like Elon Musk or somebody like that. And every time somebody tries to kill me because I'm going to do all the things that these scumbag fucking criminals in the government don't want me to do, I am going to be attempted to be killed, all kinds of things. Every time they attempt to kill me and you tell me who did it, who attempted to kill me, $2 million. You get $2 million every time. Fuck, we might make it $5 million. Or if you can prove how much they offered to you, we'll double it. So if they say, hey, kill the president, blah, 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 we'll give you $1 million. Okay, you now get $4 million or $3 million, and we're going to go arrest that person, and we're going to stone them to death live on HBO, and you get $4 million. I got this. Let's go. I'll take care of these fucks. I'm not scared. I will have fucking Navy SEALs on my side. And who's going to be the guy in charge of all the Navy SEAls? Oh, yeah. Jesse the Body Ventura. That's right. The Navy SEAL himself. Jesse the Body will become my right-hand man. Luis Antonio Alejandro. Thank you, sir, for the $5. And I appreciate that, my friend. Even though I went off on a tangent about the whole thing.
I thought you were going to say Dave Rose was going to be in charge of that, not Jesse
Absolutely.
the Body.
I'm ready to fucking go, bro. I am ready to go. Vice president, I don't know who it's going to be. I might make, maybe one of you guys will be my vice presidents. Maybe. I may hire somebody who's more of a right-leaner. That way, like, they can balance my left liberal side out. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'll hire Tulsi Gabbard. I don't fucking know because she hates war. Tulsi doesn't seem to like war. I like that about her. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe I would hire everyone. I would hire 3 dissenting opinions. I would hire one guy who's completely the opposite of me. I would hire another guy who's like different in another way. I would hire everybody who's different. We'd sit down at a fucking table and we'd all throw our fucking weird ideas out there, and I would decide what's best for the American people based on all those opinions, and we try to do what's right for the country instead of what these crack asses want to do, and most of them want to just take money from big corporations and push their agendas. Well, we ain't doing that. And when you come to kill me, I got Jesse the Body and fucking SEAL Team 6 with me, motherfuckers, so bring it on. You ain't gonna do it.
You ain't gonna do it because I am Jesse the Body, and if you think that I survived Vince McMahon, I can survive anything. Do you understand that?
I'm about to get it, man.
9/11 was an inside job.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Once we vote, we give up our power to those who don't have our best interest at heart. We should stop voting.
I'm so old school. Thanks for the $5. No. I'm so old school. We should start voting for a third party. You should start voting for a third party or for parties that have no connections to these mass amounts of criminals that keep lining up for these top people. You certainly don't want to vote for Biden. He's got the whole fucking list of everybody behind him, of all the criminals behind him. And, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, why the fuck are we talking about politics? What the fuck is going on? Why has this happened? Jake, please get me away from this. If you want. Oh no, my God!
Oh Jesus, here we go.
Yes! What is happening? What is happening? By the way, if you want to hear all this other bullshit, go over to my other channel, Corrupted Nation, and subscribe over there. It's where we talk about all that stuff. Although I can't upload for a couple more days because, you know, we got taken out because YouTube hates me.
What if they filleted us?
I'm a little too real.
Turkeys ate us.
It ate our children. Oh, wrong part.
The Thanksgiving.
There it is.
A little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart. But first they'd eat our nuts. And then they'd eat our butt.
the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us? What if 69! What if they ate our fucking nuts? Don't worry, based on the videos that are available of me, I will never be president. So don't worry about that. I will never be president. Mashed potatoes. Instead the turkeys ate us. Oh, here's him dropping an N-bomb here. And
Can we get?
Can we get? What? Can we get some turkeys? Is that what he wants? Everyday Jam, you want it, you got it. You're the top donator tonight. He's won the lottery this week. Everyday Jam, the $200 drop, man.
Been waiting to donate for a while and, go nuts, so.
God, I guess I didn't know I was waiting for him to donate for a while.
He said he was building it up and letting it fly, baby.
Look at those turkeys. Broken Line putting chickens in there. What the fuck, Broken Line? Why the fuck you putting chickens in my chat? God damn it, Broken Line. Chickens, Broken Lion. Chickens. All right, I'm serious.
Shit don't fly around here.
All right. Well, let's invite... Triple M is calling in. Triple M, what up?
Finally, the turkeys have come back.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
I'm changing my name to Triple Turkey due to the audience tonight. The voice has been, they've spoken, dude.
Yep. All right. Well, apparently we have to get Turkey Club T-shirts. Go.
Yes,
Turkey
bro.
Club.
Turkey Club's coming.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Extra mayo. Get a little bacon on that bad boy. We're good to go.
Of course. I wasn't home watching Raw, of course, as usual. I've been working. I wasn't gonna watch anyways, even if I wasn't.
Right.
It looked all boring to me.
Oh yeah, garbage.
But luckily we had Joe Cronin and the Turkey Army to save us today.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it tonight. They even turned it off and then came in here.
Quite a few people on Twitter just said they gave up entirely. Like they were just done. That was around the tag team turmoil bullshit going on. And might I throw in, I was going to mention this before and I forgot about it, but you figure, granted it was the SmackDown Women's Champion of all people, but Bayley beat one half of the women's tag team champions like it was nothing, And it's like, talk about, you shit on the belts earlier with Sasha saying that they were worthless. She never wanted them, and then they're getting beat individually. And it's not like we haven't seen champions get beat, but it's just these type of things shouldn't be happening. And if they did, like Stone Cold used to say, as long as it's justified, so long as there's a rhyme and a reason to it, anything could be a possibility.
Right.
But don't just throw it out there. And that's all this was just thrown out there.
Right.
It's like, oh shit, Becky's not here, and we need something, so we'll get Bayley, and she'll who do we got? Oh, Nikki. We didn't finish that the other day.
Well, more than often, champions always are losing nowadays. And they never
shouldn't be happening.
That's modern day WWE. There's no logic to it. That's why I don't watch it. I think it's stupid. I'm more excited for fucking the new Star Wars movie than anything else right now. Just because I want to see C-3PO as the new Sith Lord. You didn't know? It's happening. The new Sith Lord.
I could see Palpatine possessing him and sending him in the future.
Yeah, did you see the red eyes in the trailer?
Yeah.
You see the red eyes? I was like, yes! Remember, I was like, it's the new Sith Lord all along! He's the Sith Lord all along! We knew it!
Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious?
Jar Jar Binks.
He's the fucking Sith Lord.
I want to see that, and I want to see Rey die at the end. If that happens, I will get off my seat and be like, fuck you, bitch!
I wish it's some type of vision. Her being evil, it's some type of,
Yeah.
Some type of vision that they're doing, and it's just
remember, C-3PO and those guys have to look different every time so that they can make money on the toys.
Yeah.
Or if they don't look different, then Lucas gets paid. So that could be why.
Exactly. They need to change something, so they'll change the eyes. They'll change,
Yeah, because then people are like, I got to get the red-eyed C-3PO. But also, then they get to keep the money. If they don't do that, then Lucas gets 30%.
Yeah, we got to do the Comic-Con exclusive red-eyed C-3PO.
But people just want to talk about Star Wars. That's how bad Raw is. They're actually talking about like Star Wars and Raw suck, and people would rather compare Star Wars because fucking Raw sucks so much. But they're so comparable. They're so comparable. I don't think I can. I don't think I can upload on the corrupted channel for, unless my guy gets back to me and fixes it, 2 weeks.
Really?
I think. I don't know. I still can't do it right now, unless my guy fixes it, which he sometimes does get to. But so
it's not a guaranteed though.
You can check my I might have something up on Shame on News or something. I don't know about all this stuff. So I don't know. Anything else?
All right, I'm about to get back to work, but before I go, I gotta say one more thing.
What you gonna do when Turkey Mania runs wild on you, brother?
We can do a lot with Turkey. You know, Turkey Mania, Turkey Club, Turkeys Ate Us.
The Turkey Club thing is hilarious.
Yeah, we got to do
Make
that.
a T-shirt.
I'm gonna have one in the next. I'm gonna have someone actually design one, so it's good. You know.
Yes, I'm designing a new turkey logo for my channel. I have to do it.
Well, then make me one. You fucking make me one for.
I will. I got you, Joe. I got you.
All right, because it's gonna cost me $50 to have someone else.
No clip
do it.
art. It's got to be original.
I got you. I'll design it right off Photoshop.
As long as it's not clip art or.
Otherwise, I can have it done. I could probably have it done for $30 to $50, and I could probably get it all. I'm thinking my vision is Turkey Club, and like Turkey's holding a beer, has a necklace and a backwards hat, and it just says Turkey Club, and then what if the turkeys ate us below it? Something like that. You know, that's all. Turkey looks badass though. You know, it's not like no car. Like it's like a fucking.
Or make one of the turkeys eating the humans.
Yeah, turkey, and then like a table, and then just human skull and bones everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a great idea. I like it. I'm
All
down.
right, Joe. Love you, baby. Keep
All right,
it real.
man.
Love you, Jake.
No, you're on.
Glad to know you're
YouTube,
okay.
baby.
Let's make love.
Hanging in there, baby.
Fuck
Let's
the
do it.
haters, bro. Don't want anyone hating.
Get down, make love. Get down, make love.
I'm trying to think of the name of the channel. It'll come to me in a minute, but they went ahead and they were talking about like different people's merch and Nerd City. That's who it was, and they were showing like Jake Paul and a bunch of other people like that, where they literally just take 2 or 3 different pieces of clip art off the internet, layer them on top of each other, and that's all their merchandise. You know, they use stock photos and tons of clip art.
England is
Nerd
my
City was
city.
making their own merch, and that was the point of like the 3 episodes that they were doing. It was an arc, and they were comparing other people's merchandise online. They were showing how the Pauls literally just took even like their main logos for Team 10 and things like that were just stock photo images layered on top of each other and turned sideways sometimes.
I haven't heard about them in a long time. I thought they were dead.
The most recent thing was that whole wedding fiasco, but
I don't even know. I'm out of the
Jake
loop on
Paul
that.
and what's her name, the mongoose there, Tano Mojo. They got married, air quotes, in Vegas. They charged people $50 for that stream too. And there was enough people that bought into it that they made a couple $1 million off of it. They had a lot of refunds because the stream, I guess, was a shit show, but still, they made $3 or $4 million off that one stream.
Well, right there, that tells me that justifies it. Why not?
Yeah, no kidding. For a fake wedding.
I mean, $50 though. Like you couldn't have gone $5 and like not killed people like for your goddamn wedding.
For a fake wedding.
You know, they probably would have made about the same if they did $5 because more people would have bought it.
Would have had more people tune in.
If $50, I mean, that's I don't mind them selling that. Like, what? Fuck it, sell everything if you can, I guess. But $50,
$50.
What a cocksucker!
And then on top of it, the audio was shot for almost the entire thing, and the video feed froze, and people were able to get some refunds, but not everybody. So,
god damn.
Yeah, craziness, but yeah, the main event tonight really left people pissed off too, and a lot of people were not going home happy that left Raw. No one wants to see Braun Strowman, walk away via DQ yet again, and especially with that, the ref recovers and we got a stupid chair, conundrum on our hands. Now the ref decides to call for a disqualification. It's bullshit, plain and simple. So tonight I'm giving based on like the wrestling was really good for some of the matches, And that's the thing, you know, we're watching a wrestling show, so you should be basing it off of the wrestling most, you know. But they just can't line up. There's nights where we get really great wrestling and shit, you know, everything else, and other nights where everything seems to be working and the wrestling sucks. So I wish they could find the art of balance, but I'm giving tonight a 2.5.
Wow. This night was the same amount of wrestling that's usually good was good, and everything else was wrestling.
Everything else was wrestling, and then most of it was shit wrestling. So
yeah, so it was like instead of getting the backstage segments, we didn't get that, but we got more wrestling, but it wasn't better. It was bad, and so
yeah, it was really bad.
You ended up with 1 or 2 good matches per usual, and like we just said, and then the extra matches that they had were just as bad as anything else. So
Ricochet and Drew McIntyre, that was a 7.5 or 8 match right there. If not, really an 8 out of 10 for that match.
Yeah, that was great.
But to give the night a 2.5, it makes sense because you can't have 14 minutes of a great match for a 3-hour show.
Yeah, we're at 18. I think 18 minutes of entertainment tonight.
I could even say 20 because you figure the Miz match was about 6 minutes of really good back and forth, and
Sasha entertained me for 2 minutes.
Yeah, so even if you go 20 minutes for the whole night, that's
I mean, dude,
enough.
That's what I do. I always add it up. I write it down and I go like
1/9 of the
5,
show.
10. You know, when the Attitude Era was good, you got about 25 minutes of really good shit. In the Attitude Era, though, it was a 2-hour show. So 25 minutes was really good. And because even now, you can go back and watch on the network, and you're watching it, and you're like, this really wasn't that good. This really wasn't that good. But then there's 25 minutes of just fucking awesome at some point.
Usually we get like a half an hour back in the, because we used to get the opening, and most of the openings back in the day were usually
cliffhanger for the whole night.
Yeah, exactly. It would lead to what you had to see for the main event. The main events were usually really good, so that was like 15 minutes a piece.
Yeah,
sometimes 10 and 15, so like 25 minutes, and then you would get a really good like 5 to 7 minute segment or match in the middle of the night. So all in all, you had like 30 minutes minimum, you know, maybe 35.
And then 30 minutes of commercials. So, you had about an hour of sort of like, okay, it was all right. But again, the nights were better.
An hour of really good. So 1/3 of the show was great. The other 2/3 were okay.
And nowadays,
you're doing all right.
Nowadays, it's like 3 fucking out of like 2 of the
it's
hours.
1/9, 20 minutes out of
there you go.
3 60-minute segments.
Yeah.
So if you break that up into 20 minutes a piece, you got 20 minutes that's good. You got 1/9 of a show that's decent.
Right. That's
horrible.
And some nights it might hit 2 or 3, and that's about as high as it goes. It doesn't get any higher
with all
than
the commercials taken out. You get 120, I think, 2 minutes, or 126 minutes, I think it is altogether. So you get a little over 2 hours, 2 hours, 6 minutes. And you get 54 minutes of commercials when there's no overrun. That's a lot to take in.
That 11-minute ending is 11 o'clock ending is just a murder.
Yeah, at least when we got the overrun, things happened. It felt unpredictable. Now it's 10:59. It's ending. There is no more surprise to it, and that hinders the show greatly. I don't understand why they changed it. They need to bring pyro back. I liked what they did at SummerSlam. There wasn't a ton of pyro. We had pyro open and close the show, and I think only 2 wrestlers got it. I think Lesnar got it, and
Goldberg got sparklers.
Yeah, Goldberg had his pyro. I think that was it. So it wasn't like, because there was a point in time where it's like every other wrestler had pyro. You had Kofi coming out with it. You had, it was like everybody. Okay, so cut it back. But still, to open the show, where we used to have the theme music and then the pyro went off like, oh shit, this is Raw. That was 1/3 of the reason I wanted to go see it live. I love fireworks. Pyrotechnics is so badass. That's thoroughly entertaining. And you would get this amazing indoor fireworks display. Where else do you see indoor fireworks? That was unique to the WWE or wrestling in general. So you were getting, and their pyro was exceptional, especially compared to like WCW was okay. TNA had some bottle rockets. It was just, maybe a quarter stick of dynamite they'd throw in the audience just to see what happened. But
Yeah.
At least WWE, you would have these huge, firework displays that were fucking exciting. So,
I have a real quick Patreon thing I got to mention. So a lot of people have asked me this. It's the 27th of the month. You're gonna be renewing Patreon on the 1st, automatically renewed. Everybody, make sure you check your Patreon to make sure it reactivated for you. But if you want to go up to $10, some people are $5 from $1. So if you're a patron of $5 a month right now, and today you want it to change to 10, you'll be charged an extra $5 right now, making it 10 for this month. But then you'll be charged 10 again on the 1st. So don't change your Patreon if you don't want that to happen. If you don't care and you just want to help me and give me more money, that's cool. I get more money. That's fucking awesome. But if you want to save your money and do it that way and not be double, charged essentially already again, keep your $5 pledge and wait until the 2nd of the month to up it to $10. That way you only be charged $5 then and $5 on the 1st. So that's 10. Otherwise, you're giving me 15 in the span of 5 days or whatever. Just throwing that out there, just in case. A lot of people have asked me. I've got 7 emails about the same thing. So anybody who's a patron, if you're $5 right now and you want to change it and you don't want to be hit again, wait till the 2nd to change your Patreon. That's unless you don't care and you want that shit now and you don't mind giving me extra money, then that's cool. I get it. That's awesome. But if you want to save your money, and money is a thing, like you can't go past $10 a month, now you give me an extra $5, don't do it till the 2nd of the month, but enjoy all the bonus content on Patreon. Me and Leah's podcast is coming back this week, Till Death Do Us podcast. Me and Tommy have one on the books for Honestly. That's coming up. I have a Morning Madness that will be up in the morning tomorrow, and a bunch of shit coming this week. So lots of stuff this week. It's coming. Jesse and I will be back again with another show this week. We did one last week, and of course the Corrupted podcast on Saturday. Let's see here. We got lots of calls still. But what the fucking turkey again? Get those turkeys out! Wow, Everyday Jam is going off, bro. He hit the lottery. He hit the lottery, guys.
What if they killed us and ate our children? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us, if they had to hate us, Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart. But first they'd eat our nuts.
Look at these things.
And then they'd eat our
Look at these things.
The turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us?
Yeah, what if the turkeys ate Broken Lion's asshole out?
They ate our fucking nuts. What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? Instead the turkeys ate us.
Where's that Blumpkin cunt pussy juice?
Jake DeMarco, I will lick mayo in your turkey hole. I will close your turkey hole with a giant big lick of mayo in your butt. You need to stop eating chicken from KFC and eat healthy turkeys before the turkeys eat you.
Wow. Jake, a little advice from Everyday Jam. You need to eat healthy turkey and no more KFC.
I hate KFC.
Because
he's right on that.
The turkeys will eat you.
Yeah.
They will
gobble
fucking
me up.
They'll start with your nipples, Jake, and they'll work their way down. If you know what I mean. Down there.
They'll start slow and
Should we look at some of my cringe things from SmackDown?
Yes, indeed.
I never made the video. I still have to put the video out. I've edited most of it. I'm so sorry. I can't. I'm an asshole. Like, I had the vlog from everything I did in Worcester when I was at the SmackDown.
So much piss.
And let's have some fun with it right now.
It's like you'll get there eventually.
Yeah, it's like, what am I doing? I think what happened was it shut down on me, and I got mad. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. Why the fuck is that popping up? God damn it. I just fucking deleted my screen.
Whoops.
Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, here we go. There we go.
I'll pull it up on the stream so you can hear it.
So much piss on these steps.
Nice. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. What? That's disgusting stairs. Just absolutely disgusting stairs.
That just someone just jumped off, tooled themselves.
Got more of these.
That just tooled themselves. That'd be some crazy shit.
Welcome to Worcester.
Dude, I got so many memories in the Palladium.
Yeah, I remember I got raped in the Palladium one day.
In that exact stairwell.
And then this was a smoke shop where you could smoke.
Sitting in a bar. Sitting in Mike's cigar bar right now.
And I was sitting across from a WWE official who runs the satellite truck. He was kind of funny.
This hasn't been done in a while, but we can smoke in Mike's cigar bar.
You can smoke at the cigar bar, baby. I couldn't believe I was doing this. With matches and everything. That's why I started smoking every once in a while, because of this damn cigar bar.
That guy was just in here having a cigar.
That's the guy right there. He was in there having a cigarette, having a beer. He couldn't believe that there was a place where you could smoke a cigarette in a bar. And I was like, yeah, bro, it's crazy, huh? And, yeah, it was crazy. WWE official guy.
Cigar working for WWE.
It was a good time. It's a good time at SmackDown, but we got to get one.
Please let us in. The kid's got a Roman. Please let us in. Please let us in. I want to fuck Roman Reigns. Let us in. Oh my God, let us in. Please let us in. No. Going? Hey, bro, are you going? You going? No, are you going? Do you know where you're going? Down there!
You had a Vince Loves cock.
Come on, you got the DX shirt on.
He's also the most ginger motherfucker I've ever seen in my entire life. That guy looked like fucking Ogar's dead father. Dude, that guy was fucking, I mean, Jesus Christ. That guy had more red hair than my son. My son's got a lot of red hair.
He's from. Oh, thanks, man. Garbage. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But tonight it was taped. They taped it earlier here, and they were like, "Oh, tonight Mick Foley's gonna win the title. That'll be garbage." Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Anyway, fuck it. Anyway, I gotta edit. There's tons. There's like fucking so much more than that. I'm sorry. We'll get that out there. I gotta get that edited because it's funny. Jake, anything pop up for news before we move on from that? That you saw?
Nothing that I see worth mentioning. We obviously have everything with being the Elite today. The SCU is going to be taking on Luchasaurus, Marco Stunt, and Jungle Boy at All Out this Saturday. So,
Jungle Boy, he wrestles every Friday night. Jungle Boy, he'll fucking die. You should really redo Tarzan Boy and have him come out to Jungle Boy. How great would that be? Like, seriously. Jungle Boy, he'll wrestle you until your eyeballs pop out of your fucking sockets on a Saturday night.
You know what it was? I used to have the
Ninja
Beverly
Turtles.
Hills. Oh, Ninja Turtles as well, but I had the Beverly Hills Ninja, the one with Chris Farley, the soundtrack.
Wait, it was on that too?
Yeah, it was on that soundtrack.
It was on Ninja Turtles 3 soundtrack.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's so weird. Well, fuck it. Turtles did it first then.
Yeah, it was close enough to the same time, but
Beverly Hills Ninja must have been like 96 though. Turtles was like 93.
93. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
It was close though. That's weird. That's weird. And both have ninja in them. Why the fuck does so many ninja?
Ninja with the Jungle Boy.
Swear to God, I just got bit by something. Swear to fucking God, I got bit by something. Fucking bugs out here, Jake. I moved
Evil
out
bastards.
here. What the fuck, Foxborough?
You
All
moved
right?
to get away from the bugs.
Jesus, I know. I was like, oh, there's all these centipedes every once in a while. Oh, no, Boston, and there's centipedes. And now we move an hour out to Foxborough in the woods, and you're like, and there's like fucking bugs I've never seen in my life living in Massachusetts, and they're just fucking pouring into this house.
I don't know if you've heard coyotes late at night.
Yes, yeah. I heard them.
They are the most frightening, heinous, evil bastards ever. Because people think, oh, they're going to howl. No, they laugh. And it is the creepiest goddamn thing. At first, I thought it was like a dog barking, but dying at the same time. Like it was the weird. And there's a group of them, and you get that high-pitched, yeah, they chuckle. It's so hard to describe, but...
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard that.
You've never heard it? If you got to look it up on YouTube at some point. They have this just unique cackle. They laugh. I don't even know how better to describe it.
Really?
But it sounds like a group of evil clowns are living in the woods behind our house.
Oh my god!
It's disturbing.
Well, you terrified me.
It is absolutely disturbing. They have this high pitched laugh going on.
Right.
So got to make sure the cat doesn't get out. That's all there is to it.
I'm like on the Facebook pages out here, like trying to figure out what's real, what's normal. You know, because I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you're not used to it.
I mean, like, even when I lived in New Hampshire when I was a kid, in the woods, basically, like this, I didn't see bugs like this. Like, so, I mean, part of that is our windows are fucked. Like, our windows are rotting. So they're just coming in the sills, through the wall.
They're making it through.
Yeah, and this house is built in 1960. My house in New Hampshire was built in the 80s. You know, so, I mean, we moved from there when I was like 9, but there's just so many bugs, man. Like there's so many goddamn bugs here.
And worse than that too is how much, the climate change has affected their patterns. So they're coming closer to people's houses, and
yeah,
I was reading stuff the other day. It's like you were mentioning with the maggots and stuff. They're producing more because of the higher heat temperature that's lasting, and
yeah,
it's like a whole big breeding ground for them.
Dude, I'm so freaked out. I have 2 garbage barrels in the backyard right now that I'm afraid to go near. But it's just gonna get worse. But it was cold today.
Yeah, it was. So
I'm thinking hopefully it'll be cold tomorrow. If it's cold tomorrow, I'm gonna get a wheelbarrow and wheel them out, and just be like, trash guy, take these. They're filled with maggots.
Flamethrower them.
Yeah, they're filled with maggots. Please take these. My mother the other day was you remember I told the story our pole blew up in our house, out front of our house a long time ago, in 2011. Our pole outside blew up on fire.
Yeah.
And shit everywhere, whatever. Anyway, apparently my neighbor smelled like some smell of burning, and she's like, I think the fucking thing's going to blow again. And there was smoke around, and they were like, what is it? The fire department came, all this shit came, and my mom's like, oh yeah, there's some crazy, I think they're all watching the pole, the fire department and everybody. They're looking at the poles, they're checking everything out. And I'm like, I can't believe that would go again. But then it turned out my neighbor, and you got to keep in mind where my mom lives, it's a populated area. Like there's a house, then there's 3 feet in a house, 3 feet in a house. So it's like, what the fuck's going on? Turned out the neighbor was burning plastic shit from his mother's house that he couldn't fit anywhere, anything plastic that she had, or anything, not just bottles, I mean shit, shelving, weird plastic boxer things, desk stuff, anything, and it was a disgusting smell, and the fire department was like, you can't fucking do this, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, that's insanely dangerous. There's toxins. You don't even know what's in that shit.
Yeah, really.
Really, you don't know what the fuck is in that plastic. You don't know if some Asian company somewhere, too, a long time ago had asbestos in something, and now you can't really burn asbestos, but if you break up all the shit around it, it could come out in a dust.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he doing? And, I just couldn't believe it. Then apparently he ratted on everybody in the neighborhood that had fire pits, and they were like, you can't have fire pits unless it's cooking food, and you really aren't even supposed to do it. And
that's why we always kept a package of frozen hot dogs next to us outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they come to break your balls. We're like, I'm eating hot dogs. God damn it.
Yeah.
I haven't cooked them yet.
It's only if there's like people within like fence in between like 5 to 8 feet or something of the fire. But I mean, now I can have a fucking giant fire in my backyard now.
Yeah, you can have a whole, tire fire pit if you want.
Yeah, we could start a real fucking reenactment of World War II.
Your own little Chernobyl.
Yeah, we just bomb everything back here, just whatever we want.
Fires for days.
Anything else, man? Like I'm cleaned out. 3 out of 10 for me. Whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, disappointing night. I was hoping with the King of the Ring, this would give them a bit of a easy go of it because they were able to, kind of book around the King of the Ring. They don't have to worry about stories for that. So just have some extra time devoted to the King of the Ring matches and really go ahead and let everything else fall by the wayside. But they just can't stay out of their own way. They got to shoot themselves in the foot.
I'm not exactly sure why Arushin Chu timed out Muhammad Abdel. but Muhammad Abdel said, my dog effed a possum the other day. Smelled like shit for days. That is awful.
That is terrible.
That is the worst.
Because I brought it up. I said I almost hit a possum because Lewis said at least you don't have to deal with those fuckers.
I don't know why that was timed
Lewis
out.
Money, I do. They are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they're awful, yeah.
We have to have cinder blocks and rocks on top of our trash cans because of the freaking raccoons, and there's Courtney like a dumbass petting the things in the trash can. I'm like, come on, really? Like,
Jesus.
I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, it's friendly. I'm like, you're going to die of rabies. Get over here.
Let's take 609's call. A lot of 609s tonight, unless this is Rojas again. 609, hello.
Cronin, I heard you talking about me. What did I say?
God, it's JD from New Jersey.
What did I say?
I didn't say anything about you tonight. I didn't say one word about you.
Say?
We weren't even...
I said, if you say things about me, there'd be a war in your hands. There'd be consequences.
I know you're not the real JD because JD never threatens war or because he never wants to get into a war because he's scared. So there's no way you're the real guy. Now,
I'm not the real JD. You want me to take my dick out right now? It's a whole 2.5 inches. All right?
There'll be consequences. I get that part.
That's pretty consequential.
Not my fault. Your fault. Your fault! Fucking Goon! You think that this is a joke? That getting raped by people is a joke to you? What the fuck is the matter with you?
Are you defending the possum?
Well, it's just it's a skit, JD. It's a skit.
Skit? A skit? What is that supposed to mean?
It just means that, like, we're just a parody. It's not real. No one believes it's real.
Yeah, we're just playing around.
Are you going to tell me that WWE isn't real?
It's not.
What?
Yeah, none of it's real. You've been reviewing a fake show every week.
Yeah,
it's all rigged.
Predetermined.
I commentate. Are you telling me the wrestling that I commentate is fake?
Yeah, like they all get together and plan out the matches. It's
scripted. Yeah,
I mean, I know when I brought you on stage to call a wrestling match for the first time ever a few years ago when we called the Hardy Boys, I know you believed it, but I just thought it added, so I never told you. But it's all fake.
All right, Cronin. You obviously this is one of your skits, right? Right? Is this a skit? What are we on SNL? You fucking Goon! Get out of the bathtub! I told you 15 times to get the fuck out of there.
Wait, one of your cats is in the bathtub?
He keeps going in there. He thinks that he owns the place. I ought to fucking fuck that cat right in his greasy little vagina.
All right, come on. Come on, man.
You drinking anything good tonight?
What did I do good? I did your mother.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, man.
That went a bit far. I just want to know if you were drinking anything good tonight.
All right. All right. Jeez.
So about your beverages, but can't have nice things, Joe.
This call sucks.
I'm telling you.
Why he's always so angry.
I don't know.
Why is he so
I just
mad?
wanted to know what he was drinking. Apparently he's drinking my mother.
Well, hey, I can't blame him. We got to get the fuck out of here. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow night with gaming. I was doing so much gaming last night that it killed me. Plus the World of Warcraft thing today, and then Diablo, and I was hanging out with my kids a lot today, and I was cleaning a lot of shit. I killed like a wasp earlier. I'm all fucked up, man. So that's about it. Tomorrow night we will take calls again, try to get you through. You should be able to get through tomorrow night. Won't be as crazy as tonight. SmackDown review live right here on Joe Cronin Show. Make sure you sub my other channels like Corrupted Nation, Shame on News, Evil Spectrum 3, which is my gaming YouTube channel, twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS, which is my Twitch gaming channel. All that shit is listed down below in the description. It's all there for you. Plus, the most important thing, Patreon. So many podcasts coming to Patreon in audio form that you can download to your phone, saving your data plan. 30 hours of bonus content a month if you're a patron of $5 or more. Plus a bunch of other cool perks that are available on Patreon. And people that went to the $25 producer tier. If you have that kind of money to support, that is awesome. But you certainly don't have to. Michael Canini became a $5 patron. Thank you to Michael. And Tony Diesel, Mr. Q-Ball becoming $10 VIP patrons. Jamie Morgan back at the dollar spot. Shout out to Jamie Morgan. Mezzy Mez went from 5 to 10. The Ghost of Tommy's Barber from 2 to 10. And Guz617 went up to the $25 producer tier. Thanks to Guz. Aaron Embry as well in the 5. And anybody who's in the $25 producer tier doesn't see their name below, make sure you guys hit me up on Patreon or joecronshow@yahoo.com. Email me, whatever it takes to get a hold of me to let me know so I can fix that for you. Firebird87, I love you, man. I was fucking with you earlier. Thank you for the donation, Firebird. I appreciate that. Yeah, we will get PUBG tomorrow. We played PUBG Sunday. PUBG returns tomorrow night after the SmackDown review. And, yeah. Everybody have a good night. And, have a hard one. Because I would. Good night. And thanks to Everyday Jam, who's going to take home the Digital Championship. Not only was he the largest donation of the stream, but he dropped a bunch of them. So thank you very much tonight to Everyday Jam. And to everybody who donated, all you guys, thanks for keeping me on the air, keeping me doing this so I don't have to not do this. Because that would suck, because I like doing this. And you guys picked up the ball for YouTube since they don't pay shit no more. And in fact, they censor the fuck out of me. And thanks again to Everyday Jam for the big amount. He dropped the nuclear bomb tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Look for my videos too, guys. Make sure you check the channel tomorrow because they're not notifying you guys, not everybody, about the videos that I put out. Goodbye. Tennis Racket Jones.
Go sit on a dildo.
Riding on Cronin's dick. Riding on Cronin's dick. I lay you riding on Cronin's dick. Riding on Cronin's dick. Even though your own show is shit.
All you dick-riding fucks with your minuscule channels, all your humping Cronin's vids like an army of camels. Sit and copy your shit, make your own monetize this. You got 13 subscribers, now you're starting to twitch. You got the same mic and setup, stop riding his dick. You got the same Skype setup, who you trying to kid? Get your own fucking gimmick, intellectual property. You're trying to pass Joe like he's going Monopoly. You want me making $200, you're getting fucked by the long cock and Tennis Racket Jones. Come fuck with me. You're taking your take, and you never give it back. Sitting hitting all the same 6 women in the chat.
I lay you riding on Cronin's dick. Even though your own show is shit.
Chris Peeps is about as real as a spray tan. Face looking like it's grazed by a rape van. You done fucked up, cut butt, you suck butt, your cunt's bloody, you dumb fuck, and your mom's a slut. And while I'm at it, fuck you leech, motherfuckers. Hope these words leave you shitting in your sheets, motherfuckers. You are corny little bitches, this is beef, motherfuckers. Watch me beat, meat, skeet, skeet, skeet on your mothers. Starting to think Joe Cronin should start charging admission for all the people that are riding on his dick these days. Fuck. Get your own ideas.
I lay you riding on Cronin's dick. Even though your own show is shit.
Fuck your ass.
I lay you riding
dick. Even though your own show is shit. I lay you around and on Cronin's dick. Even though your own show is shit. Fuck your ass.
Well, thank you, Yankee Doodle's little balls.